In the heart of Savannah, where history and legend intertwine like the branches of ancient trees, there exists a world unseen by the ordinary eye. Here, the past refuses to stay buried, and the night is alive with secrets. Welcome to a city where the veil between the living and the dead is as thin as the morning fog, where creatures of legend walk among us, hidden in plain sight, and ancient pacts still hold sway over the living and the supernatural alike. From the restless spirits that roam the old plantations to the mythical beings lurking in the shadows of the city's winding alleys, Savannah is a place where every street corner hides a tale, and every nightfall brings a new chapter in a story as old as the city itself. This is the story of Savannah's secrets, where the supernatural is not just a whisper in the wind, but a pulse that beats through the very soul of this haunted city. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Welcome to Mythic Savannah.
Get your weasel to take notes for you.
Okay. That should be interesting.
Yep, there you go.
End up with a bunch of scribbles.
Just sunflower seed written over and over again.
Who took notes? Oh, it's the weasel.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
It's all written in it's all written in polyshore gibberish. You're like, I don't know where wheezing the juice came into play, but okay.
Last game, Mythic Savannah.
Sly, when did you grind the nugs? Yeah.
I loved him.
When is he not grinding nugs?
I know, right?
I have to admit, I went and saw Son-in-Law again for the first time in like over 2 decades. It doesn't hold up well.
Still good.
No, it doesn't hold up.
well?
Oh,
It's a giant train wreck.
I'm
It's not
as you
completely
are.
terrible, but it's wow.
I need to watch Encino Man. I haven't seen it in like 20 years.
Now, Encino
Uh-oh.
Man, I think is still good. Not only did that have a good soundtrack, but it actually had some great actors in it.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore was in there, but he wasn't the main character in there constantly. So,
Samwise Gamgee.
yes.
I always enjoyed watching
George of the
Polly
Jungle.
Short.
So, at any rate, before we begin,
Sorry.
it's okay. Before we begin, let's go ahead and get some XP out of the way because we've got that to get done. So,
And we have George's birthday.
and we have George's birthday.
Yeah. All right, you get to roll it, buddy.
Oh, what? All right.
Yeah,
All untold.
You'll do better than me. I only roll ones when
Let
it
it
comes
let
to
it rip like a one cheek squeak in the shower.
One cheek squeak in the shower.
That's
Okay.
talented.
All right. So, what am I rolling for?
Oh no,
for
my
birthday
cat
XP?
is here again. I'm sorry.
Is it
go.
1d10 or 1d6?
It's 1d6 for the birthday XP and 1d4 for monthly.
Okay, so I'll do. I guess I'm rolling both.
And they're both +1, yes.
Oh, +1. Oh yeah, I have to get my accent charged.
Oh, yeah, my accent.
Charged.
Yes. Oh yes. Hello, I am Kate. I'm a knight. Here is my 1d6 +1. I rolled a. Is it a 5 total?
Nice.
4 + 1, and now I'm rolling a 1d4.
I should have done my voice exercises. Me.
Me. Gator.
I don't think you can't roll a d10 and just add 2.
And I got a
And
2,
2 points.
so 7 total.
7 total.
Mhm.
So that gives me 19. Sweet.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna get
Ooh,
Seven.
I'm going shopping if I survive this haunted house.
I like how everyone
Wait,
just
what was
assumes
that?
the next
Me
game,
too.
we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die, no matter what the game is.
What was our total?
We hardly have a fight, so
said
this is
7.
yeah. It-
That's like 10 things I hate about you. We're screwed. Don't be so negative. We're screwed. Much better.
Yeah.
All right, so who is going to give us our game recap?
I think that's
I don't know, but I'll be back because I lost somebody. So I'll be right back.
okay. I think that's me. Yeah, I did the notes, so let me go ahead and do that. So it was season 1, episode 11, Blood in the Moonlight. It was 2 days after the previous happenings. At Char's place, Amon handed her a package. She opened it to reveal a Covenant Obscura insignia, along with a handwritten address and a set of keys. She called Clive to find out what this was for, if this was legitimate. And after some discussion, she figured, yeah, it looks like that is a place that the Covenant Obscura is bestowing to her for some reason. So then Char called Petra to see if she'd like to go on an adventure. She agreed. They went ahead and went there. Arriving at the address, they found out it was a nice building named Night Watch Occult Solutions. When they got there, Petra noticed a nondescript individual keeping an eye on them. So after they gained entry into NOS, they found that it was very nice. It could even house some people if it needed to. But there were 2 packages within, a small one and a large one. The small one came from someone they just called themselves Taipan, which seems to be a title more than an actual name. The small package had 500 business cards for Night Watch Occult Solutions, and the big package had lots of ghost hunting gear like digital audio recorders, thermal cameras, night vision goggles, all that good stuff. Let's see here. They realized that after finding all that, Mr. Nondescript was still outside watching the place, so Char had Daxus keep an eye on the property while they took off. They got back to their place, and Char pulled out a scroll that she had been dealing with for the past few months. And after a bit of necromancy, summoned forth an entity, a spirit, who had created that scroll along with other notes. It was Skava, a specter. And long story short, he was from the city of Ephesus. He and his sons were dealing with demons, but they were slaughtered by one. And now that Char actually looked at that scroll and whatnot, she's apparently cursed. And the only way to deal with that curse is if Skava's descendant is saved. Who is his descendant? We have no idea. How do we find them? A few ideas. Nothing concrete, though. So that's on the back burner right now. So then she contacted everybody. Everybody went to the Obscura warehouse to go over things, including what just happened at Char with regard to the curse and the scroll. Petra received her package of black nails that she got from her sorcerer contact, and she is going to meet that sorcerer dude the next day in Charleston to go over what he can do to help. But in the meantime, Charles found that there was something in the news where an abduction had happened in Hadsley Park. A 6-year-old girl vanished. Parents are in the hospital because they're recovering from head wounds. So we all went to NOS first to take a look at that, figure out what to do with ghost hunting gear, how we're going to deal with that business and what have you, and then decided to go to St. Joseph's Hospital where the Mathers are to see if we can talk to them and gain access to their place, because we're pretty sure it's supernatural. With regard to that, 3 of us were cast out of the hospital because of bad goings-on with Mrs. Mathers. But Charles, Petra, and Cade, talking to Mr. Mathers, had much better success. He gave them some info and said, yeah, it's fine if we go into their place to find out what's going on, to see if we can help. So ultimately, we went to the Mathers residence, got inside, started using our abilities and some of that gear, and it turns out Cade is the one who understands how to use that technology. So he's like our ghost hunting gear man right now. And so we went throughout, found out there is something supernatural. Seems like there's still something there. There's even some goo and residue that was left on a wall leading to Eleanor's room. That was the girl who was abducted. Petra even used some UV lamps and found archaic runes that were written down. The dog for the family is even still there at the residence, but scared and staying away from everybody. And that's where we left off, in the middle of that paranormal investigation.
Woo! Okay. So yes, that's where we left off. So we are right in the middle of the scene. And if I recall, you guys were going upstairs, correct?
See, I don't have any notes about where we were planning to go, other than we've already canvassed the girls' room. I think we had also learned that there was movement going through the back door. Yes, were we going to investigate that, or I can't remember.
So Sly's going to address everyone and be like, we should probably also double check what the cops said, because just looking at this article that Charles sent everybody regarding the abduction, I don't know if they got everything. It seems like this is outside their purview. They said there was forced entry, but did we see any of that? Can we check the front and back doors here and see if anything is damaged along the door frame of the doors themselves?
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. You just go to either door and go take a look.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make anybody roll for it because it's quite silly. But no, there's no evidence of forced entry.
Okay. So then coming back from that, he's like, yeah, so can't really rely on what the cops said. There's no forced entry, so nothing bashed in here. It was either let in or they got in through supernatural means.
Would I still be outside or am I inside the house at this point?
You can be wherever you want right now.
Okay. Last session, I talked to the neighbors and we got some ring footage. So I would like to show everyone the ring footage.
Okay.
And shadow monster, for lack of a better term. Elongated arms. Tall and skinny. And it kind of, the video, when you look at it, it kind of skips time. So whatever the entity is messing around with the cameras somehow.
Jerome, does this like looking at this footage and the fact that it's distorting elements of the footage, does this remind me of anything that I've come across before?
Why don't you give me intelligence and occult?
Intelligence and occult.
Difficulty 7.
Ooh.
Could I also roll to see if maybe I
No.
came across something like it in my books?
No, sit down.
Hey.
I pull out a spray bottle.
I'm gonna hiss
Charles,
at you.
just to clarify, or Davey, that you said it was
Yes.
a dark figure with.
Yeah.
Can you describe it?
Yeah, dark figure with like elongated arms. Okay. I think the term was like when you have the straight jacket, and you know how it like long sleeves.
Okay.
And then it was standing up with this long arms, so kind of like a Slender Man-ish looking thing, but it was like a shadow creature.
Okay.
And,
thank you.
Yeah.
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
It's MM, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, for this one.
So Cade, you you haven't been able to confirm any of this. Again, keep in mind a lot of the information that you have is like hearsay. It's like what people have reported. So you're reasonably certain it's factual because it's come from other members of the order. But there's no like hard facts that you have, like nobody's written a book and scientifically confirmed certain things or whatnot. So in a sense, it's still prone to some supernatural hokum because it could be speculative or whatnot.
I got a 2.
So you got a 2 when I told you no? You have got the Oscar Mayer Wieners jingle stuck in your head.
I thought you were kidding. Fine, I didn't get 2.
For no particular reason, Cassandra's just kind of sitting there going like, OSCAR, my baloney has a second name. It's Joaquin. Its last name is plain to see. It's 95% fat free.
Always picking on the voodoo.
It's got to be hard to eat bologna when you attribute like a name and a backstory to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, as far as you can tell, that the information that Charles has kind of provided, like you don't really have anything on the shadowy figure or whatnot. That because that's kind of vague. That could have been someone screwing around. It could have been, somebody witnessing something that got blurred, or was, I mean, it could range from a bunch of different things. But the fact that there's an issue with the time, right, and the fact that the camera itself jumps back and forth, and there's some distortion or like noise in the video, matches up with other stories that you've heard that there could be a problem between worlds, like there could, like the barrier between the two could be especially thin.
Okay. And would that also be this idea of portals being opened between worlds? Would that also explain the cold chill that the? Okay.
It could possibly line up with that. Yes.
Okay.
You're not 100% certain, but yeah, I mean, it both could fall in a line with that.
Okay. Fellows, I believe after looking at this footage, while I can't directly pinpoint exactly what this thing might be, based on the issue with the footage, we might be dealing with something that can hop between dimensions, hop between worlds.
Oh.
So, like those demons that we've been instructed to look for?
The Stragalele.
Right.
Stragale.
Oh, is it just one lay?
Yes, that's how it's pronounced, Stragale.
Okay.
There's not two L-E-L-Es.
Okay.
That would be Lele.
That
would
sounds
be-
cooler. It's a straggle.
That'd be totally Lele. Oh my god, the Stragalele.
They're all going around going like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, that's my next character. When Cade inevitably gets ripped in half, I'm going to come back as a Valley Girl. Oh my god.
So, Cade, you said that we might be dealing with something that has the ability to travel between worlds.
Quite possibly. There was no sign of forced entry, most likely because the creature can just pop into the house. And most likely when it did, that would explain the cold winds that the family was experiencing.
Jerome, I'm not sure if this would matter or do anything, but I do have sorceress awareness, which basically I can essentially see if there's anything supernatural disciplines or gifts have been used or recently used within like 10 feet of myself. This isn't it's like always on, but if I want to know what kind of like magic it is, I have to roll like a perception and occult. But is that something that I could
possibly? Can you? I know you sent it to me once before.
No, if you can ask for the page number, I don't think I have it written down right now. So,
it was in what was in Time of Thin Blood?
I believe so. I have the description written down, but I, for whatever reason, again, did not write down the fucking page number because.
Let me hold on a second.
Last time.
Okay. And
the reason why I ask is because yours is really close to what George has, and I want to make sure I get it right.
Who is George?
Make another note.
I know I've got it here. Hold on one second.
Yeah, and I thought I wrote it down before, but I guess I did not.
That's a Time of Judgment. That's not what I'm looking for.
No.
I just heard an alien.
Yep.
Sorcerer's awareness.
Speaking of aliens, join us tomorrow night where we continue to kick Tyrax's butt all over New York City.
Thank
New
you.
York
Wow,
City.
Get a rope.
Get a rope. Yeah.
You
Okay.
delivered multiple punches to the face, as was claimed.
Right.
Give me just a second. I just need to find.
No, oh, good. I'll write this to sorceress.
It's a merit. Well, I want to actually copy it down and post it as a pinned comment in the
Yeah, so I
in
don't
the
keep
chat.
losing it.
Okay, these are.
4 points.
Why does it give me flaws first? That's dumb.
It's not. Yeah.
It usually gives
it's-
merits first. Flaw. Flaw. Wow. Okay. Flaw.
Sounds like you're doing a vocal exercise.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail it with this. I apologize.
Okay. Here we go. So
I have what it does written down, just not the page number on it. Sorry.
And it was called what again?
Sorceress awareness.
Sorceress awareness. Doggone it.
I thought you were singing "Staying Alive."
Okay.
We are going to stay alive.
Lies.
Oh, not going to stay alive.
Staying alive. Ooh, 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 ooh. Staying alive. Staying alive.
Let's see.
Let's see.
I'm looking too, Jerome. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find it. I mean, I can. If it's gonna take too long, I can just not use it. Right now,
No, give me a second.
Where is it? Sorceress.
That's not it. Wow, I just went to that.
Further
down?
says Inquisition.
Nope,
Hold
that's
on, I'm
not
trying
it.
to find.
Hang on a second. Let me do this.
Promise I didn't pull this out of nowhere.
No, because we looked it up
Where
last
is
time.
it? I know, and I don't know why I can't find it.
And the air conditioner starts.
I hear it.
Oh, yeah, that's on mine.
Inquisition.
Yeah, no,
It
it's
says
somebody.
Inquisition. I mean,
I'm sorry. You said Inquisition?
no, I'm seeing Inquisition when I pull up. I'm trying to do a search. It's not Inquisition.
Can you spell
but-
the merit again?
Sorceress awareness? SORCEROUS. And then awareness.
Awareness. That's not helping. Probably because I'm using
Mage the Ascension. I don't know why it's there, but
It's under Mage the Ascension.
I looked it up. It says it's under Mage the Ascension. I don't remember looking at that book when I made this character.
Okay, well, that'll help. Let me go grab that real fast.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know why your character would have that, but from that book. Oh. Let's do this. I've got a separate folder for Mage. Even though I disdain it.
I know you do. I don't remember. I feel like I did not get it from there, but I mean,
Well, some of the merits cross over. I don't think this would have been one of them, but some of them are interchangeable from book to book. Okay, that's not coming up. Let's see. Okay, Just give me merits. Did it say which version of the book that it's in? Hello? Rachel, did you hear my question?
Sorry, I was yelling at somebody outside. I apologize.
Oh, no problem. Did you hear my question, though?
No, I did not hear your question. I'm sorry.
Did it say what version of the book it's in?
No. I shouldn't have even asked. I'm sorry. I didn't really mean to derail it this time. I can just not use it, and I'll just figure it out later.
Well, I'm in the merit section, so give me a moment. Of that particular book. It's not True Faith. It's not Cursed, and it's not in this particular book. Okay, so I'm gonna have to nix it for right now.
I mean, I told you what it did. I'll find the page later. I promise it's there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The thing is, I want to be able to look at the rules and in particular what it has. So right now I can't have you use it until I can find it.
Yeah, no, Brittany, I know it's in there. I mean, but I just don't know what page it's on or what book. I'll find it eventually. Just
The footnote on there says Inquisition.
that's why I said Inquisition, but I don't think.
Right.
We can move on. This is taking too long anyway.
Okay, so back in game then. Go ahead.
Jerome, does my clear-sighted merit, does that allow me to, would that help me being able to see things from another dimension? It specifically says you see past all levels of vampiric obfuscate, chemistry, and other related disciplines or gifts. Would that aid? No?
Nope. That one I know we've looked up a couple of times, and I've got the... and in fact, since we have clipped that particular one, can you post that? Can you copy that image, post that into the Mythic Savannah discussion chat so I can pin it or somebody pin it?
Sure. I got all my notes and stuff.
Because that I know we've clipped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got the physical book, so I'll just take a picture of it.
Well, I was just saying, it's in our chat, our Discord chat.
Jerome, it's page 58 of Inquisition. Or 59 of the PDF. On the bottom right. Don't ask me how I know that.
How do you know that?
She just said don't ask.
I'm an Aquarius. I don't follow by the rules.
Wow.
Okay, so hang on one second. So here is... it's actually almost identical to what George has. So I'm posting that in the discussion.
Cool abilities.
And I am pinning that. There you go, Rachel. You've got your note.
Oh, thank you.
That will tell you what it is.
I already knew what it was. I had that literally verbatim, copied and pasted into my...
No, I understand. But like I said, I want to be able to pull it up from there so I have it as well.
Okay.
So I can confirm that. And thank you. And let me post George's.
Mine cost less than yours, George.
Yeah. Well, it was worth it.
Mine took longer to find. But sorry about that.
Okay. So in this particular case, yeah, they're almost identical. So no, that's actually not going to help here.
Okay.
Never mind.
Is the pervading cold in this house? Does it feel like there's a cross breeze coming from some place, or is it just unnaturally cold?
That is a great question. Why don't you give me perception and awareness?
Okay, perception.
And anybody want to follow up on that? You can. It's just the cold. So perception and awareness.
I will.
Yeah, me too.
Yes,
Same.
Yes, please. My perception and my awareness are just okay. I don't have any. Is it difficulty 6?
Yes.
Difficulty 6. No funny stuff.
One
Oh.
success. Let's
2
go.
successes. Yes.
Also 2.
Accent is coming in clutch.
So are we good then? So we got what? 2 successes?
Okay,
I got 2.
I got
I got
one.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Cade and Charlotte, you guys are kind of snooping around. Like I'm presuming maybe one of you kind of said aloud, like, where is the? Can anybody get a gauge on where the breeze feels to be coming from? Since it's obvious, it's not the windows.
Mhm.
And the two of you actually go upstairs.
Oh.
And it seems to be centered around her room.
Is it by where I found that goo?
Yes.
Or okay. Ugh. Okay.
One of the spots, anyways, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it possible that perhaps there's a weak point between the realms situated in her room?
We should look. I mean, it seems like the most plausible place, considering.
Cassandra, why don't you give me an intelligence and occult check now? Difficulty 7.
I think for as long as we're in the house and there's no other eyes on us, I think I am going to pull my sword from the bag and just have it, just hang it from my belt.
Okay.
5.
Ooh,
Nice.
goodness. Okay.
The voodoo is in.
Incoming IM. Facebook.
Okay.
Beep 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 beep.
In Morse code, apparently.
I was thinking of Power Rangers.
Yeah, we're gonna channel Mike for a second, and like as soon as she gets the epiphany, there's just like one sonar ping. Bing. It's like, oh.
It's should I do the
Oh. Now, do you have a passenger?
Oh no.
where's my weasel in all of this? Why isn't she with me?
Your weasel is at home washing your tights.
Wait, your weasel can do the laundry.
Wait, I don't have tights.
Well, she's washing someone's tights.
Every woman worth her salt has at least one pair of jumpers.
Charlotte has many.
I'm sure tights come in handy in the swamp.
Yeah.
You hang your soap in it in the
No,
shower.
no, that's just sitting back in the old recliner watching QVC. Has nothing to do with the swamp. Just doing some shopping via TV.
I don't get TV out there.
I'm actually trying to give you some tech, and you're like, "No, I don't have any of that. I don't even have a satellite dish." Oh, heavens, no!
She doesn't have any of that. She don't get no cell phone.
I need a flint to light a fire.
I do.
Does Cassandra have buckled shoes and like a like?
No, she doesn't like.
She really is a witch.
I'm not your witch. I'm your wife.
Yeah, she is the witch from the movie The Witch, the like the VV Itch movie. That's Cassandra.
Yeah.
It all tracks. I've solved the mystery.
I don't know what you are talking about.
Yes. Is there any way that we can? Finding portals is not my specialty. Could anybody else take a gander at this?
Jerome, with my experience, so traveling like to the spirit world and then back, would that give me any experience with portals?
No, because yours is
Oh,
different. You actually
okay.
access the underworld. So that way, in
Okay.
essence, it's like you die, and then when that happens, it's like suddenly you're in the Beetlejuice land sort of thing. It's not.
I
It's not
figured
like
it was a
drawing.
long shot, but I thought I would try.
Now you would have some experience in the Shadowlands per se, like you would have some potential knowledge of that,
Yeah.
but not necessarily how the two cross.
Okay.
Although if you get better with necromancy, that will help.
Okay. Good to know.
I do have some information about what you were talking about, Cade.
Well, please do share.
Well, I know that if the walls between both worlds are thin up here, then it must correspond to the same place on the other side, meaning that there's an opening somewhere. You just have to find it.
Do you mean opening to the place where we're trying to get, or do you mean elsewhere in the house?
No, I would say it's wherever they took the girl.
You're saying that you're getting the most hits in the coldest place in the girl's room?
Yes.
That seems to be where the cold is originating from.
Mm-hmm.
Oui.
That might be where it is. Sly goes upstairs and he goes into just the middle of Eleanor's room. And he's going to use his supernatural awareness on this particular room to see if he can pinpoint what's going, or get a gauge of what's going on. Let's see here. So he's going to roll perception and awareness.
So is that the same as the source's awareness or clear-sighted?
No, it actually works in a different manner. It's more general. The more successes he gets, the more information he gets about supernatural qualities in the immediate area. Let's see here. Okay, difficulty is going to be...
Also, I just remembered too. I have been told that on the other side, it looks just like our side. It's like a mirror image.
Shoot. Failure.
Uh-oh.
Dokie. Well, it's not a
Sweet.
bot, so yeah, you're right now. It's a little too foreign. You're not quite focused on the right elements. There's just it's a little too alien and unfamiliar. Not getting a clear signal. Your magic 8-ball is not giving you the sign.
Is there a
Jerome,
way to close the
anything.
portal? Like,
If it's open, we wouldn't want to close it
because
because we'd want to try to find her if we could.
we need to get her back.
ooh, so she's on the other side then.
It's more than likely whatever came through here took her, because there's no trace of her.
So
Sure.
what happens to the living when they go to the shadow world?
May actually depend on where she actually
Charlotte?
went.
Would you
We
like
don't
to
know
try and answer
exactly
that,
where.
Charlotte?
You mean
Yes.
like
I'm
Evan or
sorry.
Joel?
You're fine. Would you like to try and answer that question that Charles just kind of winged out there to the group?
Sure. Can I
Intelligence,
roll for it?
intelligence and occult.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
Do 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 do.
Because he's asking about the Shadowlands.
Oh, I know about those. Abby might not, but Char does. Okay. Intelligence. Okay. And you said difficulty 6?
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
4 successes.
All right. So you would know that yes, a person can physically enter the if they have the means, they can enter the Shadowlands. That much isn't going to affect them. Obviously, there's no food, there's no water, that there's no sustenance that they can partake in per se unless they bring it with them, because it's literally like walking into another dimension that isn't necessarily friendly to you as the living person.
Okay. So, Charles, a person can go into the Shadowlands, but whatever they bring in is what they have. There is no food or water or anything like that, and it's cold.
Oh, wow. We got to find her quick then. How long has she been missing? Let me see.
I think it happened last evening, you said, right? Mm,
I want to double check the note. Let's see.
Last night.
Last night, okay.
um,
So about 24 hours.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Are we
so
sure she's in the Shadowlands or just a portal of some kind?
She's not here. She's elsewhere. We don't know what type of plane of existence she was taken to. It's likely wherever these straggler are from, assuming it's them and not something else entirely. You said you found the residue. Do you have any bit of that or a sample of it?
I do. I'll pull it out.
Looks very much like Egon's mucus from Ghostbusters.
I have an
Pretty.
idea. Cass, would you be willing to touch this residue and see what you could see about its past or its future?
Yes, I can try. So
That's a good idea. We
that's
might find out what plane
what
it's from.
she will do. So do you want me to roll for her past?
Let's work on the past first. If you can see what happened or get any type of information, but if
Okay.
anything strange happens, or the moment you see her, the big demon, if she appears again, stop what you're doing and come back here. All right?
Well, I will try. Sometimes I can't break free, but I will try.
All right.
And
So
Rachel,
do you
while
want me
she's
to
doing that,
roll?
why don't you give me a perception and awareness check?
You want me to just
Okay,
roll
okay.
for my divination, Jerome?
Yep.
Okay.
Intelligence and occult difficulty 7.
Yes.
Perception, alertness. Okay.
3. Place.
Four.
Okay.
Stupid ones.
So as you are at this point, you're looking. Just because you weren't able to get anything the first time around when you asked doesn't mean you're still not kind of keeping your head on the swivel and looking
Yeah,
around.
my radar's like bing.
Yeah, while
you know,
she's doing
just kind
something,
of
because
around.
everybody knows something is wrong here. So it's not like anybody's going to take a moment to just relax and let somebody creep up on you if you can avoid it. As she is doing what she's doing, Joe, you look up and you actually see a pair of pale blue eyes, more like slits, not round like human eyes, looking at you through the air vent.
Do I make eye contact with this or
Mhm.
okay?
And it just kind of, after it makes eye contact with you, it just looks around a little bit more.
Okay. Who is next to me? Is Sly there or Cade? I mean, I'm figuring.
We'll say it's Charles.
Charles. Okay. I kind of lean over to Charles and I say, Charles,
Yeah, what's up?
don't don't look now, but we're being watched. And there's a pair of eyes from that vent. Don't, like when I say look, I'll look the other way and you look. Like kind of one of those.
Yeah.
What did that girl look like?
Did they give a description of? I'm sure we
Yes.
probably like passed the. Yeah. Okay, I'll give the
Yeah,
description.
if they
of the
didn't have
girl.
a description, you guys have pictures on the wall of Savannah.
What does she look like? I have no idea.
Does she have blue slit eyes in the
Does she have blue
photos?
eyes? I have no idea.
No.
Yeah,
no.
she does not have blue slits for eyes, but that is a good question.
Does she have a glowing mucus problem?
No.
Not in any of the pictures.
Oh right. Okay.
How big is the vent? Is it like one of those like standard AC vents that's 12 by 5 or whatever?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's only 6 years old. She
wouldn't
Yeah.
fit that. Yeah, I mean, I was just asking how big it is. Charles, do you see it?
Should I roll awareness or do I see it?
You can certainly look.
I will look.
Go ahead.
Okay, I will roll awareness.
So for you, perception awareness?
Perception awareness. Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 8.
8.
Ooh.
Failure.
Okay.
I don't see it. I don't see
Okay.
it, Joe.
And Shelly, what'd you get?
3.
3. Okay.
It might be something only you can see.
Is it? Well, I don't have that kind of ability. I mean, I basically look back up at it and I kind of motion for it to come forward, basically.
Okay. So when you flag it down, basically you kind of do a little motion. It just so then it turns and looks at you. It had been looking around the room, and then when you kind of motion towards it, it looks back at you, and then you see a little like a little blue tongue come all up.
Oh.
How high up is the vent?
Near the ceiling.
Okay. Is there a chair or something around that I can use to?
How tall are you?
Just like 5'4", maybe.
Okay, then
Just
yes,
tall.
you can get a chair.
Okay.
I was gonna say most normal people could actually just reach up and get one of those vents.
No.
If you're
She's not that
5'4",
tall.
then okay,
She's like 5'4". She's short.
sure.
Well, short comparatively. So yeah, I'll drag a chair over and I will stand up on it and I will basically get up in its face, essentially up near the vent.
Okay.
Probably a bad idea, but we'll see.
So you get up there and you see what appears to be a reptile-like face, like looking at you, but it's the body, the eyes, even the tongue, which comes out occasionally. It's all blue, but almost see-through.
Huh. Can I take off the vent at
Yeah.
all? I'm gonna take it off.
You guys now see Joe disappear.
Oh no. Where'd she go?
Like she takes the thing off, the vent kind of falls down, and Joe is gone.
Oh, damn.
Joe? Joe, do you hear us?
And I'll get you in a moment, Rachel.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh boy.
Sly walks over to where she was to look around to see what he can see.
Was there something in the vent?
Okay, 1 second.
Yes, there. She said she saw something.
Okay.
I couldn't see it, so maybe it might have been something only she could have seen.
Why didn't she tell us? Oh, no, never mind.
Well, she can't.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't
Figure it out
expecting.
too.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting for her to fall into the other world, but
Yes,
I
it
guess
was.
this is our. Is this our way
what in
in?
the hell?
I'll tell you what.
Is this how we get to the other side?
Quite possibly.
All right, side B.
Side B.
So I
The
will.
upside down.
What I'm going to do is give you kind of the description.
Okay.
There we go. And I'll. So you have that for that. You kind of get an understanding of what it's like there. So those of you who are still in the room, so you see that she's not there.
Yeah, Sly walks over to where she was, and he's trying to figure out what the heck happened to see if he sees anything unusual where she was standing.
Okay. Other than so, do you climb in the chair and look in the vent, or?
He'll go over there, and if there's nothing like obvious when he goes there, then he's going to use his supernatural awareness again to get a feel for it.
Okay, go ahead.
I need to be right back.
Sure.
Can I grab? Is there something long, like a stick type thing, that I can grab in the house to like poke around?
Yeah. You could.
A broom.
Yeah, you could
A
take.
broom.
You could take the head off the broom and just use it like a staff.
I could just use the other side of the broom.
Or that. Fine.
5 successes on supernatural awareness.
Okay, and you, I know, have the actual page number for that. So let me grab that book real fast.
I do, yeah. I can also try to clip that as well.
So what is the page number?
It is page 171.
171. Thank you. Oh, for crying out loud.
Be curious to know how many manuals this game draws from.
Yes. All of them.
All of them, yeah.
All of the above.
I've got like 4.
Right.
I think
Okay.
I just got the
I
one.
think I'm at
That
4 too.
that is the challenge of running a World of Darkness mixed game. You have to have a decent understanding of most of the books you pull from. 171. Here we go. If you are typing, please mute yourself. Okay, here we go. Patience. Where's it at? Here we go. And you got how many successes again?
5.
Okay. So it doesn't give you a whole. Still, it's a lot of successes. It doesn't give a whole lot of specific information outside of exactly where the disturbance is at, and this hole is emanating right around where that you feel the disturbance right there at the vent.
There's something literally at the vent. Supernatural. It's probably what did it for her, but well, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, call the president. And
I'll say wait.
Wait.
And I'll take the broom and I'll poke at it.
Oh, okay. Petra disappears.
Oh, great.
Well, I think we found the way in, everybody.
Yes, everyone grab a broom.
Like she grabs a broom and she connects it, and you see her kind of go.
Charles, did
Yes.
Joe describe the thing that she saw before she...
It had blue slit eyes.
Blue slit eyes, fits an event. Could I roll Drome Occult again to try to... Does that...
Cassandra can pitch, Charlotte and Cassandra can both pitch in on this too. So
Okay.
yes,
Cassandra
intelligence and
is-
occult.
It's having a vision at the moment, so I don't think she's going
Oh,
to...
then never mind. Yeah, But I already got your information. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a moment to butt in. I didn't want to interrupt the
Right.
That's fine.
What's the difficulty?
slipping into the
Difficulty
vent thing.
7.
Difficulty 7. Okay.
My 10s explode, so that's 3 successes.
My 10 explodes. I've got 4 successes. My specialty of Pokedex.
So, Brittany, I just forwarded you what I forwarded to Rachel. So you have an understanding of what it is you're looking at here just before everybody gets there.
Did she plop down? Do I see
Yeah.
her like just throw up and like pop up next to me?
Yeah. Well, kind of, yeah. It's more like a little bit of a fall, but not like
Yeah.
from a high distance. It's more like a
Just like a
coming down off a
Yeah.
short jump.
Gotcha. All right, I'll if I see her, I'll be like, oh God, thank God I'm not alone. And she helps her up.
Oh my gosh, where are we? This is
I
is
think this is what
terrible.
what Cass said about this being like the gross opposite side of where we just were.
How do we get back?
While you
Your
guys are
guess is
talking,
as
hold on
good
one
as
second.
mine.
I
I
gotta get to
honestly-
Cade and Charlotte real quick. Sorry. Cade and Charlotte. So you guys roll. You guys rolled for your for occult
Yes.
based on what again?
Based on the description that Charles gave us or that Joe relayed to Charles before she vanished, I was wondering if, would knowing about the blue slit eyes something that can fit inside of a vent? Like, does that give me any
No, no. But again, if you're deductive reasoning, because you guys are sharing information, Charlotte, you would kind of know this too. Joe may have some sort of ability to see spirits. That she could have physically saw a spirit where no one else could, and that's what kind of triggered this.
Oh, maybe the little girl has that ability too.
Maybe that's what. Oh, wasn't there in one of Cass's visions? Wasn't there a child that was hiding from a monster?
I think you're right.
There was a girl. This may be unrelated, however. Shall we sally forth? We have friends to rescue.
Sally forth we shall.
Into the unknown.
So, are you guys going to go without Cassandra? Because Cassandra is now done.
We'll just pick her up and
Divinating the ghost ectoplasm snot stuff.
No.
Char
Yeah.
will wait for her if no one else will.
Technical term.
Yeah, so her eyes will kind of refocus, and she'll look around, noticing that there's a few people missing, but she won't ask. She figures maybe you guys might be somewhere else in the house.
No. Yeah, no, I'll just tell you. They went in, they touched the vent and they are now gone.
Portaled somewhere.
Oh, so they found the opening then.
Assume so, yes.
Well, I did get something off the ghost stuff. I had a vision of one of those call them stragglies.
Oh,
Moving throughout the house and then up into her room.
Okay, so it is a straggler then.
Yes.
Okay. Shall we venture forth?
venture forth.
So we are going
We
to
should
go
go.
through the portal.
We need to rescue not only the little girl, but also our compatriots. So,
Do we know? Do
Okay.
you just touch the other side to get back?
Hey, Jerome.
We're gonna find out.
Jerome, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So am I assuming correctly that this is kind of like the near Umbra?
You unfortunately don't have any of those lures, so
Well, the
you're
reason
only
why
able to
I'm
you're only
asking-
able to best guess.
I'm asking as a player because
I can't answer
Would-
that because you're diving into out of character knowledge that no one would have.
I was just wondering if they kept their clothes.
Even if you went to the Umbra, no matter where you went in the Umbra, unless you went to some place that was specifically opposite of that, you would still keep your clothes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because.
Did the broom also vanish with Petra when she vanished?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good to know. At least I won't lose this. I'll go next. Yes, I'll see you on the other side, and I'll step up onto the chair and we'll reach towards the vent.
Okay. I take it then everybody is going through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody, one by one, eventually everybody starts filing into this room. I will read the description so that way everybody knows what it is you're looking at. You're in effectively the bedroom still, and everybody kind of hopped down like I first explained to Joe when she got here. It was she fell, but it's not like from a great height. It was more like you just hopped, and so you kind of dropped down like an inch or two, just a little bit of an impact. But you're in the bedroom, and it's very similar to where you were, but it's a twisted reflection of the physical world where unseen horrors skulk in the murk. The air is thick with suffocating dampness, filled with the smell of rot and stagnant water. Buildings stand as decayed husks, their structures warped and infested with a fungal blight that pulses like a living thing. The sky is a void of writhing shadows, pierced by faint flickering lights that seem to be more like distant hungry eyes than stars. The ground is soft and treacherous, covered in layers of black sludge and tangled, sinewy roots that grasp at anything moving, which kind of matches up with the gunk that Cassandra was examining. Hollowed out remains of long forgotten places serve as nesting grounds for something unnatural. Its presence is felt in the low, wet sounds that echo from the depths and the creeping sensation that something is always just right behind you, watching and waiting. That thing that Joe that you saw is here. It, however, is like on the ground, and you can actually everybody can now see it. What it is a sort of a it has sort of a translucent blue effect to it, which makes it stand out against this dark, bleak background, and it looks kind of like almost like a Komodo dragon, like a reptile of some kind.
Yeah, what you described. Well, nice of you guys to join me. I found it.
Oh,
Yes.
so this is what you were seeing in the vent.
Yes,
Point
Yeah,
to
that
the-
thing. I
Is that the demon
And when it
Is it
when
a
it
demon?
when it sees
in a
Petra,
different form?
it kind of looks at her, kind of tilts its head a little bit, and it scurries up to her feet, and then like goes like in between for a second, and then looks around and just kind of stays nearby her.
Is this your
Which
pet?
person?
Oh,
Joe?
Petra.
Petra.
Petra. Okay.
it's
Oh.
trying. It's
Um,
trying to be cute. This is not good.
Okay, I have several thoughts. One, I don't think this is a straggle because it does not match the description of the things that we were seeing. At the very least, this is meant to be a small one. Also, the fact that it's warming up to Petra, is it possible that Petra...
It's a trap. I just know it.
Well, hold on. Is it
it does not look like what I saw in my vision.
Yeah, Petra, give us a moment before you run away from your problems. Is it possible that this thing can likewise smell the special trait that your daughter has, the thing that makes her attractive to otherworldly creatures?
I have no idea what it can do.
Okay. I am both excited and horrified. I draw my sword. Just to have it out in case anything happens, but
Okay.
yes.
Is it ignited or just drawn?
Just drawn.
Okay.
I will ignite it at a time that seems fitting.
Dramatically appropriate.
Yep, dramatically
Moment.
appropriate moment.
Yeah. Well, if in case activating it draws attention, I don't want to draw attention to us too much, too quick.
Oh,
But
and Joe, not to interrupt. Sorry. Both Cade and Joe. Why don't you give me your respective roles for your respective merits?
Okay.
how do I roll for the merit?
It should be in the clip there.
Perception and occult.
Oh, okay. I have a card for that.
So for you, Cade, it's perception and alertness.
Mine's perception and occult.
With the level +3, so you're looking at, for you, just a difficulty 7, and of course,
Mine's
yeah,
8.
yours is straight 8.
Okay, 6.
Oh, 2 successes with a double 10. I need to get my perception up to 4.
3.
Okay. So now your little special gifts are kind of kicking into overdrive. You can see that the fungus that is here has some pollen in the air, and it's kind of a gray mass.
Ooh. I lift my shirt over my face like that. Not that it's could potentially affect me, but
Yeah.
guys, I there's
Agree.
some pollen in the air. You guys might want to cover your face or put on a mask or something.
Being that I'm English, I draw a handkerchief and I put it over my face.
I imagine Shar has a handkerchief
You,
too.
you don't want to breathe this crap in. I mean, I don't
I
breathe,
also would
but
have a hank. I'm gonna take a handkerchief out of my.
We're from the
cardigan.
old world. We have handkerchiefs.
Go team old people.
And we need to
Yeah.
work quickly because we might be able to protect ourselves from this, but no way can Eleanor. Who knows how this world is affecting her a day later? We have to find her. Can we find any tracks? We got to look around here and see. But Petra, the thing, if it was evil, it would be acting that way. You don't have to be afraid of it.
Are you sure? I can't trust this kind of thing.
It would be attacking you at this point. Look at where
it
we
actually
are.
like climbs up her back, which you don't really feel it. It's more almost like soft static in a sense. Like you feel a little bit of a presence, but not like what the full weight of a big lizard like this would actually feel like. And then it kind of perches like on her left shoulder.
Oh gosh, get it off!
You're a pirate now.
Oh, it likes you.
Yeah.
It's a ghost.
It's gonna eat my brain or something.
No.
Come here, little guy, and
You
Charles
fight
will go.
monsters, and that's scaring you for crying.
I don't
out
fight.
I don't know how
Monsters,
smart
it's
these
just-
creatures are, but maybe this thing, if it's friendly to you, can
Lead us
help
to the
us
girl.
somehow or lead us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
maybe it's a guide of some kind. I mean, I saw it when I looked at the vent, and it guided me here. So you never know.
Are we sure this is a good thing?
No.
With that, Sly looks to Cassandra and goes, "Your weasel, the spirit animal, could this be something similar? A helper?"
Familiar, maybe?
Cassandra, you can roll for this, and you're going to need it. It's a difficulty 8.
Okay.
When I take the little lizard guy, does he fight or squirm?
No, he just climbs down real quick,
Okay.
and gets down at her feet.
Okay. So yeah, it likes you.
I don't know
I'm
why.
going to use a willpower. Oh, I didn't need it, but 7.
Nice.
Nice.
So Cassandra, absolutely, this is like the spiritual manifestation of what would possess your familiar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's
Yes,
not
I-
a weasel. It's a Komodo. It's some sort of reptile.
I do believe so. Yes. It seems to be in its spirit form. It hasn't taken the actual form of a solid body, like my weasel. So no, it won't hurt you.
Oh, this
But
actually works
if
in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
well, a lot of times these spirits, these familiars, they choose you. You
Oh.
don't
This one
always.
did just choose her.
This is like the cat distribution system.
Would it be possible that
Joe over here keeping it real.
Petra could you and Cassandra get this creature? Perhaps could you maybe ask, or could we use this creature to help us track down the missing child?
If
So
it has
as you say that,
to-
it darts forward a little bit, but as it darts forward, only Kate and Joe can tell this. It manages to navigate its way through the pollen.
Oh,
Oh,
you know
Well.
what? That's cool. Do you see that, Kate?
I did see that. Everyone. So
Follow the exact movements of the dragon, the kimono dragon thingy.
We didn't see the exact movements, though.
Okay.
follow.
We
You
can
follow.
see
follow
it,
it,
though.
and
Follow
we'll
us.
follow you. Yes.
Yeah, there we
Yes.
go.
Yes, it is.
What is? Go ahead. Sorry, Kate.
No, I was just going to say it's avoiding the pollen. So if it's doing that, we probably should as well.
All right.
Charles like rips his like one of the sleeves off and makes like a little
Sure.
something
Sounds good.
Yeah.
for the
She'll just take
pollen.
one of the veils off her,
Any
Like
air
around the
breathers should probably put something over
use
the
that.
mouth.
But she would look at Petra and tell her, "You very much might have got a familiar.
That is not a good thing.
Why?
That is a what?
Why would that
You have
be
a little-
a bad thing?
I
It's
heard
better
that's supposed
than
to
a
help you, not hinder you.
What a great mascot for your
little-
bakery.
It's a little occult for me.
When she says that, anybody who happens to be looking at Sly's like sees him go, I get it now.
Well, I mean, keep in mind this is just
understand.
the spiritual manifestation of it. Maybe you can actually find the real thing on the other side when we go back.
What would it look like on the other side?
Probably something like this.
I mean, if it's a spirit, you could technically put it into anything.
Oh, maybe it's like a cat on the other side.
Do you not like reptiles?
Whatever
I'm
it is,
indifferent to
it-
reptiles.
it's
helping
brought
us.
us here specifically. It didn't have to do this, but
Oh.
it did.
Okay.
It might
We
be a
should follow
friend.
where it's going.
It might be friendly to the little girl, and it's trying to lead us to her.
Right.
Let us go.
Could
Oh,
be.
it might be her familiar.
Okay.
It
I
could be.
mean,
Not anymore.
Imaginary
Yeah, Petra.
friend.
So everybody
in-
give me
in for a penny, in for a pound.
if you guys are following Cade and Joe, everybody give me Dex and Athletics difficulty 5.
Do Cade and Joe have to make these rolls?
No.
No? Okay.
They're special.
We can see the pollen.
It's about damn time.
Difficulty 5? Did I hear that right?
You sure did.
'Cause we have numbers.
Dex and
We have leaders.
55.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are further splitting off into teams. Now we're
I
Team
want
Eyeballs.
to
Me and
use
Joe.
Another willpower.
3 successes here.
5.
6.
It is really difficulty 5. You're not
Yeah.
messing with
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
No,
No,
I'm
it
not,
is
Hi.
I am not messing with anybody.
We're leading the way. That's why it's lower.
5
Okay, so that's
successes.
3.
Whew, I can see why she spent a point of willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of taking it very carefully. You guys have covered up your faces and whatnot. It goes a little bit further, and it will stop and wait. Like around a corner, or like at the hallway, and then you guys follow it along, and then it scurries down the steps. Basically, it's taking you back out the way you guys came. Out of the house, and then out into what is effectively the backyard. If somebody threw Supernatural up all over it, like it's just, it
A
looks
wasteland.
like it. Yeah, it's a wasteland. Like it looks very much like you're still in the same neighborhood, but you're not really in the same neighborhood. And Charlotte, this is very similar to the Shadowlands,
Okay.
but it's clearly not.
I will relay that to the group, that it's very similar to the Shadowlands, but it's not.
How is it different?
How is it different, Jerome?
Well, for one, you're not seeing the storm,
Oh yeah,
the maelstrom.
yeah.
So you're not seeing, there's none of that visual. You're also not seeing other spirits, not like rays like you would experience.
Mm-hmm. In the Shadowlands, there's a storm. It's very confusing, and there's no storm here, and there are also no wraiths.
What is the Shadowlands?
It's where my kind goes when we recover.
And your kind is.
I'm not sure we ever actually talked about this.
No, we
before.
haven't.
Do I should I be here for this?
You are already in the upside down with the rest of us following a blue translucent familiar. I think
I
we
did
can
put that
share
reference.
information with you.
Okay.
If you're willing to share with me what you are, I'll share what I am.
Oh, I have already told you what I am.
Yes, but Petra hasn't.
Oh. We can just whisper it in my ear then.
It might be too occult for her. Just be careful.
Mm.
It may be.
So as you guys are doing this, at this point, you hear an audible thud from the tail of the lizard.
Oh. Is it like slapping
maybe
its...
this is
Yeah,
not the time.
it slapped its its tail to get your guys' attention, and it's
I'm
like
not
jerking
paying
motion
attention.
with its head.
Yeah. Oh.
Walk
the
and
li-
talk, people. Walk and talk. Let's go.
We are walking and talking.
Well, you're stopping and talking right
There's-
now.
there's
This
too
lizard
much-
doesn't want you to do that.
There's too much talking, not enough walking.
Sorry, lizard.
What are you gonna name it, Petra?
Oh gosh.
Charmander.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
So as you guys are walking through the neighborhood at this point, you can tell that there's this overgrowth of whatever it is, like basically sickened dark plant life that is kind of overgrown, not completely, but like overgrown up on the sides of some of these buildings, and playground equipment and fences and whatnot. It makes the ground awfully uneven at many parts. Go ahead.
I have never been in a place like this, so I'm going to try something which is probably very stupid. But I'm going to pull out my phone and I'm going to see if I turn on the camera, like, am I able to see any of the stuff in the camera?
Ooh.
Great question. So you pull out your camera and you see a bunch of static.
Yeah.
Say, if you have reception out here, your carrier is amazing.
No, I wasn't planning to make a phone call. I was wanting to see if I could take a photo of this, and then perhaps if it still worked, I could send it to people later on to analyze. Hey, have you seen this specific nightmare before? Or is this a Clive Barker flavor? Is this H.P. Lovecraft?
Mm-hmm.
But let's keep it.
Wait. You know people that would be able to figure out what this kind of stuff is?
I am a knight. There are other knights out there.
Are there? I've never met him, but I mean,
Oh, yes.
I'm not sure I have either.
I should hope not.
Cade, does anything else? Does any of your other gear work? Or
Oh, yes, the ghost hunting gear.
Right.
I'll pull out the EMF things, which I assume it just explodes in my hand, like the Scout or Dragon Ball
I was
Z.
gonna say you're in a whirl of
No,
ghosts.
I mean it works. It's just not picking up any. I'm just not picking up anything. If you pull out like the digital camera, it seems to be working.
Oh, I'll pull out the digital camera, and yeah,
Must be some interference or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could just be that these devices are created in order to align itself to this place. So us being in here is probably just more than it can handle, I suppose.
But what you just experienced explains the doorbell cameras, like what Charles was talking about, the weird anomalies. So whenever it picks up this place, it interferes with it.
But then, as you guys are walking along, the Komodo dragon spirit thing runs up real quick and smacks Petra in the leg a couple times with its tail, and then quietly hisses.
She's gonna jump when it touches her again, but then she'll try and pay attention.
Okay, and so it what it does is it runs around and lays down flat on the other side of a car, which of course the car is like, inoperable. It's a total husk. There's like no tires or anything.
Are
Is
we
it
supposed
trying to hide?
When it does that, then Sly's like looking around to see if something's after them or watching them.
I'm going to go find some cover and try to.
Yeah, I'll
I
go ahead and follow
find
it.
some cover and pull out my gun.
Okay. So everybody's ducking for cover. So you got the car. You can try and duck down like on the side of a house or fence. Like you guys are still in kind of a neighborhood. So there are some things you can physically duck behind.
I'm gonna duck behind a car, or not a car, a house.
Sure.
And I'll draw my sword too.
And this is not my submachine gun. This is my light pistol. I don't carry my machine gun everywhere.
Right.
It's probably in my trunk.
Sure. I need everybody to give me a perception and alertness check, difficulty 6.
Okay. And Cassandra would probably stick close to
Sly.
Perception.
The ship is
Difficulty
sailing.
7.
What am I rolling
7.
for?
Perception and
and
alertness,
alertness.
difficulty 6.
3.
Alertness? Okay.
6.
Oh, 6.
Woo.
Wow. Everybody sees everything.
4 successes.
Okay.
That's
Only
a
2
good thing.
successes.
So as everybody ducks, relative to
I
the
failed.
time you guys figure it out, Cassandra's looking around and not really getting anything, but she's
She
ducked.
gets a clue
she's
eventually
ducked-
when everybody
she's ducked down
scatters,
near,
like when a light turns on and roaches are there.
but she ducks down near Sly, wherever Sly is, kind of ducking down by a wall or something. You guys end up seeing this red nebulous cloud. Not like large, like in the sky, but almost like fairly man-sized, and it has small like bolts of electricity, red, kind of zipping through its nebulous form as it just kind of floats knowingly through the neighborhood.
Floats knowingly.
Like it's intelligent, it seems like.
Yeah, it pauses occasionally and then floats around in a certain direction and keeps going. And at this point, the spirit that is guiding you is not making. If you're typing,
Abby,
please.
we can type.
Yep.
We can hear you everything.
Yep.
Every keystroke.
That's not me.
Sorry, I forgot to.
Oh.
That's not me.
So, but the spirit is making no noise whatsoever, like not even moving.
Same.
Petra's
No
gonna
noise, not
crop
moving.
herself.
Yep. Not even breathing.
Petra is what? Oh,
Praying to God.
brain of God. And within a few moments, it just kind of drifts on as you see it kind of goes into a house about a half a block away.
All right.
Eventually,
Wait a couple minutes.
Eventually, the spirit kind of peeks up and looks around, and then stays low to the ground and just goes and starts moving on.
Follow its
Yeah, I'll follow it.
example.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I go. No, I'm just kidding.
All of a sudden, we turn into young Frankenstein. Walk this way.
Brunhilde.
No, that was Frau Blucher. Because Blucher,
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Blucher
Frau
in German
Blucher.
means glue. That's the joke. Basically, every time you said Blucher, the horses neighed because horses used to be turned into paste, the hooves and whatnot. Frau Blucher.
He was my boyfriend. That line always wakes me up.
Oh,
Abby Normal. I always.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
anyone call you see that?
During Halloween, they're like, "Oh, Abby Normal." I'm like, "Yep." So funny. Not like I've heard that before.
I'm there with you. Every George of the Jungle joke. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
All right.
I once was Athena for Halloween, and I made like a 7-foot spear out of PVC,
Wow.
and my coworker called me Britney Spear all day.
Oh,
That's
That
clever.
is clever.
okay, but
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
clever.
But did you have
But
did you have a
still.
helmet with it?
I did.
Okay, see, they missed the obvious joke of spear and magic helmet.
Oh, that's true. They did.
Did you jab him with it and say, "Oops, I did it again"?
No, that was
You
Missed
should
opportunity.
have.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm sorry for being so
that was
toxic.
that was against workplace policy.
Oh,
You have such great puns, George.
All
that's
right,
on my
well,
character sheet.
10 points to Gryffindor.
yeah, to try and get back any character because I thoroughly helped
Sorry.
derail this. No, it's fine. So it's continuing trying to go at a low pace, or not low pace, but keeping low and trying to stay hidden. Everybody, give me Dex and Stealth.
Dex and Steel.
Difficulty 6.
Two successes.
Okay.
Wow. One success. All right.
3 successes.
Okay. If Rachel is putting up fingers, we can't see him because she turned off her camera.
3 successes.
Ooh, 777s. Lucky.
Better than 666s.
Oh yes.
Jackpot.
Yeah. Especially where we are now. Definitely don't want that.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for Rachel's roll. But in the meantime, as you guys are walking along, at this point, he has kind of led you out of some of the houses and further down one of the streets, which thankfully, if you're walking, even though it's in the middle of the street, you're not having to navigate the vines or overgrowth or whatnot. It's just the street itself is kind of broken up. But the spirit actually leads you down the street, and it looks like maybe at one point in time, because this didn't quite line up with the neighborhood you guys were at. So maybe at one point in time there was another set of buildings down here that got bulldozed, because but these buildings here are here, and it looks like there may have been a bit of like a small shopping center that contained a toy store. Of this small shopping center, really the toy store is the only one that has any degree of building left to it. Most of the rest of it has been crumbling. But the abandoned toy store stands in eerie silence. Its once bright displays now choked in layers of dust and creeping mold. You can see that shelves sag under the weight of time, their contents warped and rotting. Stuffed animals with matted fur and hollow eyes, dolls with cracked porcelain faces frozen in silent screams. The air carries a sickly sweet scent of decay, mixing with the faint plasticky odor of long forgotten playthings. The ceiling sags where blackened roots have burst through, their tendrils curling like grasping fingers around rusted tricycles, and shattered board games. Faded murals of grinning cartoon characters watch from the walls, their peeling paint, twisting their smiles into something unnatural. Something has made its home here, nesting in the aisles of ruined toys, leaving behind crude arrangements of broken doll limbs, gnawed wooden blocks, and strange wet trails that glisten under the flickering, dying glow of a single swaying light bulb.
Jerome, does the
And
goo look...
before you continue, Joe, I need you to make a Dex and Stealth check.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Dex and stealth.
Difficulty 6.
Where's my stealth? I have 1 dot at least. Okay. Two.
Okay. So you guys have heard the description. This is where you're at. At this point, the spirit kind of runs over beside Petra and stays nearby.
If I were to store a child, probably would be there.
I'm gonna like crouch next to the lizard and say, "The girl is in here somewhere."
So it motions forward with its head.
Jerome, does the goo on the floor, the goo that you described, does it look similar to the goo that we found inside Eleanor's room? Okay. Yes. Well, it's...
I guess we go inside.
Is this the only entrance? Is there perhaps another entry point on this building, or...
So it kind of looks around, looking, not going far, but looking around, and it just shrugs.
Okay.
Is there something in there with her?
So it opens its mouth and hisses, just like...
Probably.
Well, then likely.
Is there something we can do to help her?
Get her out?
So we can go in there and get her.
So you've got your weapon drawn, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, so it bites your hand, not hard, but it bites your hand and then motions like your hand forward, like you were to thrust.
Okay.
So these weapons will be effective.
So it kind of gives that same sound.
Okay. This little fellow is useful.
All right.
It's maybe growing on me.
We need to be careful. We need to be ready. We're going to have to fight something likely. Whoever is most capable to fight goes in first. Anybody who isn't brings up the rear and makes sure that they can support the rest of us however they can if something ambushes us.
So
as Sly is kind of giving out the orders or directives, like kind of coordinating here at this point, the spirit bites down on Petra's cardigan, your sweater, to pull you down so you're looking more at it, and then when you do, it motions like as he's kind of doing his thing. Is at the same time he motions out away from where this is at to what appears to be a small body of water. Looks like maybe it was a runoff at one point, because again, a lot of this land may have been redeveloped to build up other homes. The homes you were in perhaps had been there longer, but you can see there is a bit of light kind of flickering off of that body of water. Give me a wits and awareness check, Petra.
Difficulty 6.
Yeah.
4 successes.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Okay. Since he's doing this as Sly is kind of talking about like how to start organizing this, instinctively, if this thing is trying to help you, it may be hinting that you need to go that way after you get done with whatever you're doing. Because now you realize we never really checked to see if we could go back out the way we came. So it may be trying to clue you in that something could help you get away out there.
I think maybe the exit is over there by the water.
Okay. Right. Then we don't dilly-dally after we get her. We get her, and then we follow the pet to the
And
water to try to get out of here.
Okay,
jump
look.
in the water?
I can fight, and I may die, but I won't actually die. Just pull me out, and I'll be back. I'll be fine.
What?
Just saying, it's fine.
Okay.
So definitely try to recover your body should you
Yes.
fall. Okay.
Don't lose my sword.
Don't lose your sword.
Okay. We will stuff it into your cardigan. Will that work when you are
Not
knocked out?
sure. I'm not sure it works for anyone but me.
If you pass out, are you just going to drop all of the things that are hidden inside your cardigan at one time?
I am not a hedgehog.
Okay. You're not a Borderlands. You're not a character in Borderlands who drop all of your loot at once.
How does Kate know about Borderlands?
I read. Jerome,
Okay.
Jerome, I do have a question about some of my abilities.
Sure.
Can I cast them on other people?
It depends on what it is.
So I have one that can turn the cast. It says let's see. Oh, now this one might just be for me. Let's see. Except that the caster becomes a mineral or metal ore with a durability.
That's only on you.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say it becomes a mineral or vegetable.
I turn Petra into a carrot.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
I turn Petra into VeggieTales.
Pickle Petra.
Yeah, because I wanted to see if perhaps I could use this on other people in order to give them, protection.
Right.
But it doesn't seem like I can. Okay. Well, in that case, yes, I will volunteer.
Can you buff swords? Can you set swords on fire that are not your own?
Only mine, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, Jerome, could I set someone else's weapon on fire? Or only my own?
I don't know. How exactly are you lighting your sword on fire?
With some petrol.
Via Ignis.
Doesn't sound like itself to me.
Okay, so I probably could.
Okay.
Wait. Hold on. Let me read. Let me check the book real quick.
While they're doing that, Sly turns to Charles and says, before you enter that building, you begin to defend yourself. You know what I mean?
That wheel mouse is really loud.
What does that sound?
Sorry, let me.
I would like to activate my super cool ability by rolling willpower at a difficulty 6.
Okay.
I will hand out. I have 3 potions of resilience. I'm gonna hand it to Charles.
Okay, resilience.
And Joe.
Yeah.
And I think.
Thank you. What does the do?
I'll tell you in a second. And Sly.
And Sly? Oh, okay.
As you're about to hand that, he's like,
Oh.
I actually already have one, and you might want to give that to Cassandra if you don't
Okay,
mind.
I give it to Cassandra.
Thank
So what it does. I gotta read it here. Okay, so the potion, it counteracts pain. It may be used as an anesthetic, and in battle, it subtracts 2 from wound penalties, so that an injured
Ooh.
character suffers no penalty. A mauled character suffers a -1 instead of a -2, and so on.
So we take this in an emergency type deal?
I want
Or-
to take it right now.
Oh, right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Joe
she'll be on
will
Glug glug glug.
Joe will gag a little bit.
It
Because she's
actually
drinking
tastes pretty
liquid.
good.
No, that doesn't
Well,
matter what it
she
tastes
can't-
Oh,
like.
that's right.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you see her kind of like trying to hold it down a little bit, stealing herself because well she's
Right.
apparently a vampire.
I got 3 successes.
That activates
Sly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You only need one for it to activate.
Okay.
So I know
so
you guys
apparently,
didn't. Hold on a second, Brittany. I know you guys didn't specify this, but I've been thinking about this and how Charles would try to correlate his activation
Oh yeah. Mhm.
of this.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, and Dave, if you're okay with this, your first frame of reference, because you're a martial artist, is like
Incredible.
Super Sentai Fighter. So you're gonna Power Ranger that and in your activation, like yeah,
How
yeah.
activate?
It's like a Sailor Moon transformation.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's all.
Magical girl transformation.
Because
his clothes suddenly get holographic.
It's the way you translate everything, like because you have some chi abilities of one, and so you would have some ways of focus or whatever have you, and so the way it would come naturally to you would be okay. Well, that makes sense, just like hit, activate sort of thing, and
Yeah.
ring.
There we
Yeah,
go.
but if you don't include the twirl, it will not activate.
Finding children in the dead lands.
Okay. I'm going to pull out his sword, and he's gonna start making his way
Okay, so
into the.
Petra, are you going to?
So it says Thurgis may summon holy fire around any melee weapon they are using.
Okay.
Aw.
So I think it's only my own,
Yeah.
but I might as well activate it for myself.
Sure.
Can I clarify what we're approaching just for notes' sake? So where are we at specifically? Like we're approaching a
We're in like a
Toy store.
a shopping
Toy-
center
okay,
that's
shopping.
dilapidated.
Yeah, it's a mostly wiped out shopping center that has
Okay.
with the only building that has any degree of remains left to it
Okay.
is a toy store.
And we found the goo that matches the goo that we found in Eleanor's room.
Has that goo been everywhere, or just in this one particular spot? Like,
Not everywhere. It was in the house, obviously, and it was
Yeah.
also in here.
okay.
Jerome, I'm going to. I spent one will to activate my sword.
Okay, and I'm going to put. I'm putting the description of the location, as well as the toy store in the notes. So you guys have that.
Abby, I'm brain farting on your character's name.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. That's what I. Okay. Charlotte. Okay, so Charlotte. I'm just making notes. Whoever gives the potions.
And I
Okay.
minus those from my stock.
And I activate my
And
fire on my sword, and I got 2 successes, so 2 dice of damage.
Okay,
it's
so,
a-
so you guys have a reasonable amount of light all of a sudden,
Mm.
as Cade and Petra nuke up their swords. And
Disease
I'm
light.
gonna look at Kid and be like,
Joe takes a step back from the sword, the flaming sword, because it's fire.
Oh, it's holy fire. There's no need for you to. Oh,
oh, and by the
Yeah,
way,
you
Petra,
might want to point that at them.
yeah, and by the way, Petra does have a Latin phrase that goes with that. Like it is a basically it's like a hermetic chant sort of thing. Like she says it and then.
my brain was like, fuego. Wait, no,
Not exactly Latin.
you know,
Sorry,
a hermetic chant.
What was the potion
I'm not
called?
Harry Dresden.
Potion of
Potion of resilience.
resilience. Okay.
Shouldn't it be Scottish? Because you're a Highlander.
I'm not a Highlander. I am an immortal in the style of Highlander.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually French.
And it allows us
okay.
to add 2 to our soak or our rolls.
No, it actually removes 2 wound
Oh,
penalties.
2.
So if you basically if you take, like, say for example you've got all the way down to mauled, which is like 5, -5 to your dice pool, you'd only have like -2 or -3.
Okay. I just need to know so I can describe it in the notes. That's all.
I just realized Street Fighters don't have that condition.
What condition?
The mauled.
Nope, they don't.
They just get 10 health and that's it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Buy up that health, man.
Yeah.
That's like it should be your primary focus.
Yeah, everybody's got some benefits. That is one of them. Street Fighters can get a lot of Herkin health.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take point because hopefully I'll be able to see what is coming using my clear-sighted ability. Also, do I see any of that mushroom stuff that we saw in the bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I am going to let everyone know. Try to follow me. I'm going to avoid the spores as much as possible, but those mushrooms that were in Eleanor's room are present here in this place as well.
I will tell you, it's along the outer walls, so if you stay in the middle of the building, you'll be fine. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's not pervasive everywhere.
Okay, and hopefully, would it be possible that all the fire from swords and stuff would that destroy the spores if it were to get near them?
Mm-hmm.
I will point that out to Petra. So Petra, if you find yourself, so stay away from the walls. That seems to be where the mushrooms are, so we can avoid the spores. However, our swords, because they give off fire, should be able to destroy the spores if you must get too close. But try to avoid the center, or try to avoid the sides.
The mushrooms say Dahlia was here.
Oh.
The mushrooms spells out in like a trail of mushrooms.
I'm just kidding.
Mushrooms attached to rats.
This plane of existence is Dahlia's garden. We just
We're in Dahlia's imagination.
Sorry, derailed. Yeah. Continue.
Right, I'm going to take a point and move into.
You're sounding like a robot.
Yeah, let's pause a moment to let George catch up because he dropped out of the chat.
You probably need to exit and come back in, George. You're robotic. And now he's frozen. Yep, there he goes.
Yep.
I like you guys.
Oh.
I know she said that after he dropped.
I mean, most
I like you too.
Oh, wow.
Truth comes out finally.
Oh. I was hoping you wouldn't notice that part.
You know, this is being recorded.
It's almost like we like each other.
What?
I left at a bad time. What did I miss?
Okay, let me
Never
get
mind,
you.
it's fine.
Yeah, Jerome, you get it. You get it. 5. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me get George added back real quick.
Sorry,
Brittany loves you.
Oh,
there we go. All right, so everybody's back. And good catch. Very good catch on the fire and pollen. Okay, so so obviously there's only the one door that goes in, but because this place is dilapidated, the front windows are all shattered too. So I mean, really, you can enter however you want. You just know that the outer walls have got the spores and pollen.
Okay. Yeah.
And speaking of which, didn't mean to interrupt. You see that the reptile is not following you in. It's actually it's kind of scurried off over towards that body of water.
Okay. All right. So if we run into trouble, definitely beeline it to the lake.
You got it.
So in and out, grab the child.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I will take point and try to guide us in.
I'll be
Okay.
right behind him.
So you guys are all start filing in. It is the remains of the toy store. You can see, as I described, there are parts of broken toys around. And in fact, give me everybody give me a this is the first time you guys have had any sort of temperature check here. Not physical temperature, but give me wits and investigation checks.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 7.
Difficulty 7.
I'm gonna use a will.
3.
2.
Failure.
I botched with 7 dice. Oh my god.
Wow.
Ouch. Ouch. Mind Palace. And,
I
Well,
just got a failure.
Well, you got 0.
No,
Yeah,
Does
I
anyone need a reroll?
Okay, so who got what? I know there's some failures. Did anybody get any successes?
I got 4
I got
successes
2.
Oh,
Two.
okay.
4.
with my
So
will.
Petra and Charlotte. So Charlotte, you notice that it looks like the toys that are in here, the ones that occasionally you're stepping on or trying to nudge out of your way with your feet or step around, they're from the 80s.
Mm.
Oh,
So you see like the remains of some Barbie, G.I. Joe, He-Man, that sort of thing, like down down one of the toy aisles, and it's kind of telling because obviously you're not in the 80s, so, and the fact that this building wasn't here, so this, what you're stepping into probably hasn't been in existence for quite a while, in the real.
Since the 80s.
Right. Petra, as you were looking around, you end up finding what looks to be, by all accounts, the way it's designed and what it seems to be made out of looks almost like a toy torture rack.
Wait, like a torture rack made out of toys, or a
No, like a
rack
toy.
that tortures toys?
No.
Like you're in Andy's room.
Like no, like an actual toy
No,
Sorry,
torture rack.
Sid's
Sid.
room. Sid's
Wow.
room.
I was like, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Like wood made out of plastic. So and then like cranks made
like
to
a
look like
torture, but made out of toy
Like,
elements.
is
toy-like
a- yeah,
material.
toy
Yeah. But it's
Plastic and all
oversized,
that.
right?
That's just twisted.
Right.
Yeah.
And you see, and you can actually see that there's a boy that's strapped up to it. He's got what appear to be real chains wrapped around his wrists. He doesn't appear to be moving. His outfit looks like he may have been childlike at one point. Almost Raggedy Andy sort of looking, but it's super tattered, and underneath it is like almost like somebody threw on child-sized World War II outfit. But the outfit itself is stained, has some blood stains on it. It's tattered as well. It's dirty. His body has visible markings, obviously on his wrists and arms, as well as on his face.
I'm gonna say Charlotte, and I'll but like quietly, and I'll like jerk my head in that direction.
Hey,
Yes.
now that Petra's kind of alerted, as you guys are kind of looking around, Charles, why don't you give me
Sure.
give me an intelligence and investigations check as she says that.
Wow, 2 successes.
Oh, nice.
All right. Could this be the boy from the vision?
I'm sending you a message.
Oh,
Petra, go ahead.
Go ahead. What?
You've motioned
You
to
were
Charlotte.
signaling Charlotte for something.
Yeah, I just signal with my head to like in the direction of the boy.
Shar is physically
I'll be right
sick
back,
when
one
she
sec.
sees that. Like just like not like going to throw up, but just like, oh.
Mhm.
there was
Oh.
another kid missing.
I figured.
This might be the other kid.
I figured Petra would be better used to defend whatever is in there than trying to help the boy.
Oh, Jerome's gone, but Shar
Yeah.
will go try and get him free.
Check for
And-
traps first, though.
And we do, and everything was okay.
Oh,
Yay!
we
Be
escaped.
messing
Yeah.
with that.
Oh, we
And we
won.
lived
we
happily
slayed the
ever
dragon.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not the cute dragon.
This poor kid
No,
is
right.
going to
He
be
turned out to be
traumatized.
nice.
Right.
He looks like a toy.
And he's from the 80s. Oh, no kidding.
Oh, it's Electrum.
That's very funny.
Reality bleed.
The games are blending together.
Yeah. Oh man.
We're good at that.
It's like I don't think I have anything in larceny to pick the lock.
Just
If it's like a toy playset, perhaps we could just break it. But if need be, I can. If it is locked, I can try to pick a lock.
But I think
Why
there were
probably
real
not.
chains, right? Like real metal chains, I think is what he
Yeah.
said.
That's what he said, yeah.
Okay. I don't
Well,
have a
let's
lock.
eliminate the threat and then
Mhm.
try and get him out if we can't do it at the same time.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Shar is gonna go to the boy and check his pulse at least. And then see if she can get the chains loose.
Okay, give me and I need to get a character sheet pulled up, but
It's like I got medicine and intelligence.
that's what I needed. Yeah, intelligence and medicine.
Yeah. Okay.
That was one of the reasons why I want to make sure everybody had a standardized character sheet for the most part, because I didn't want to keep going back and forth and going, well, your character sheet should have this.
Right.
And what's the difficulty?
Since you're just checking him for like a status check, it's difficulty 6.
Oh, only one success.
Is he incorporeal?
No,
Oh, okay.
He's
he
a
is
real
physically
boy.
there, just like you
He's
guys.
a real boy.
Yep.
I am checking for a pulse.
He has
With
a
one
pulse.
success.
He has a pulse, but it's very faint.
And it's a boy's pulse.
He is not doing well,
Uh,
she tells everybody. And then she'll see if is there like a lock somewhere that she can try and pick?
Yeah.
Or yeah? Okay, is
Yeah,
it a
it's-
toy lock or is it a real lock?
It looks like a toy, but I mean, since
It's a real
you're
lock.
feeling, everything is here. Everything he's attached to is very real,
Okay.
despite it looking like a toy.
Okay. I will attempt a picking the lock.
Okay. So then give me Dex and Larson.
Okay.
Start the lockpick minigame.
Oh,
What was it?
Oblivion.
Skyrim.
Oh yeah, the bobby pins.
Yeah.
And difficulty 6.
7.
Ooh, one success.
Okay, so you pull out your picks at this point, start jiggling, and you snap one of the one of the wrists off. You're basically gonna have to do this 4 times or 3 more times, because his feet and his other legs or his feet and his other hand are bound.
Okay, well, I'll do it again.
Jerome, are the chains connected?
No, they're connected to they're basically connected to the table. The way it works is it's one of those types that you crank at the top or crank at the bottom, and you stretch the person out.
Right.
It's
Okay.
the rack.
The
Yep.
torture rack, yeah.
I got another success. Rolling again for the last lock.
Okay, so you got that off, and at that point he falls forward. Somebody's going to have to actually help hold him up. Charles,
did
it.
Charles and Joe, give me wits and awareness checks.
Wits.
And Sly will step up to actually hold the boy as he's coming off the rack.
And Char's gonna give him a potion once he's off.
I'm gonna spend a will.
2.
2 successes.
Oh, nice. Okay, so while they're kind of focused on doing that, Kate is, I guess, standing guard with Cassandra. You two are kind of looking around, and you faintly hear like toys.
Great.
I kind of like be like, psst, psst, guys, we're not alone. We're not alone. I hear something.
Charles like turns to wherever that noise is coming from, sword at the ready.
Yeah, I'm looking around at this point. Like,
Char's gonna give the boy a drink of 7 days rest.
Ooh.
oh,
But not
And-
7-Up.
And what exactly did that do?
So
we are
it-
punny tonight. I just,
Mm.
we are. Yeah, we are.
We're trying to
It-
cut this horror tension.
Yes.
It's so spooky.
So it does. Here it is. The potion instantly relieves tiredness and restores vitality to anyone who drinks it, removing all fatigue effects. If the drinker's health level is bruised, the potion will also restore full health. It will have no healing effect on more seriously wounded characters.
okay. Well, so you give him that after you manage to unlock him. He is awake, but he's in no condition to travel or whatnot. And by the way, he looks to be somewhere in the range of 6 to 7, so he's a young child.
Char's just kind of cradling him.
Okay. What's your strength?
It's not great. It's
5.
2 dots.
She's got that mother's strength.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah.
you better hope she's got that mother's strength. Okay. Well, at any rate, so you're able to do that. Whether you can run with him in that condition or not is the
She's
story.
more just like protectively like
Sure.
holding him, whether that's like kneeling with him on the ground,
fine.
you know,
Sure, sure.
administering to him, making
We're
sure
not,
he's
I'm not going to
okay.
make you roll for it just yet, but just know that's going to be a concern should you need to move fast.
Should I hand him
Joe
off
and
to-
Charles?
That's probably strong. For
Yep.
Joe?
Yep.
She still has her gun out, probably more.
Well, you could redraw it. You couldn't have picked locks with the gun out.
I redraw it then. Sorry.
Yep, sword still at the ready, waiting for whatever's coming through, wherever that noise is coming from.
Have
Yeah,
we found
put
the
up
little
and-
girl?
Nope.
No.
Are we as far into this nest as
No.
possible?
No. There's more. Where you found this particular setup, this was the hobby area. So you would have typically in the store, this is where you would have found like your model trains, RC tracks, stuff like that.
Okay.
Which are strewn about and obviously damaged or broken and splintered up. But that's where this particular rack was set up. You guys still have the back of the store where they probably kept a stock to look into.
Okay. Oh, okay. So then,
And from what you're hearing, it sounds like it's coming from the front door.
from the
the
front door.
Yeah.
the voice we heard,
Yeah.
or the voice they heard.
Yes.
Okay. So, do we press in further in order to find the girl first, or do we turn and fight this thing that is coming at us from the back?
I
Keep going forward
just
for
say
the girl.
we stay together and go for the girl.
All right.
All
Okay, I will press. I will press forward. Somebody, perhaps, Petra or Petra should watch our back. Do you feel comfortable with that?
Yes.
Okay. Let's keep moving.
All right. Turn around. What?
Yeah.
What? So, re-explain to me. What are you guys doing?
We are pushing further into the store in order to find the girl.
So, as a group.
Yes.
Okay. Abby, at this point, you need to give me a strength check.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a will though.
Okay.
Okay. And just a strength.
Just strength.
Not okay.
You don't have potent steer,
Womp womp.
but
I was thinking athletics, strength and athletics.
no, unfortunately not. But
Okay.
you could always make a potion for this later.
Yes, I could.
Potion of mother strength.
Yes.
You know what? You could even call it that. It would be appropriate.
Yes. I think it's in its botch.
Oh no.
Okay. So
Well, actually, I did use a will.
you did. So it keeps it from being a botch. So you go to stand and lift him up, and you just can't. It's just a bit too bulky, and you're not strong enough to carry him and your gun out.
So seeing that, Sly will go up and go, I've got him. You keep your gun at the ready. He goes ahead and works on picking him up.
Thank
He has
you.
a strength of 3.
Okay. Sly, go ahead and give me a roll.
Failure. Sheesh.
All right. So you guys
Your muscles failed.
You guys are caught up at this point trying to get the child and pick him up, and you end up seeing. I just posted the image. 5 of those starting to walk in through the front of the store.
Oh my gosh, 5?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm at the tail, so I'm gonna move into position to block them.
Seeing that, I will be pulling out my hook blades.
Are they in any position that I can start to shoot?
Yeah.
Okay. I
But if
ask
you
I ask the group.
Yeah. Well,
should I shoot?
Have they?
They haven't noticed us yet, right?
They have not noticed you yet. Remember, there's only one source of light, and it's a dim bulb, like floating around in the middle of the store.
Was the voice coming from their position, or was the voice coming from? Okay.
I would say
maybe we keep stealthing forward.
Yes, let's keep moving forward. Perhaps we can avoid them as much as possible.
I agree.
But yes,
they're probably coming for the children.
Yeah, they're going to know that we're here sooner rather than later. But if we can get Eleanor, perhaps we can bum rush them and get out of here, lickety split.
Okay. Everybody, roll your stealth. Difficulty 8 at this point. Okay. Keep in mind, if you have arcane, that adds to your stealth roll.
Oh, it does.
Yes, it does. It adds more dice.
Oh, snap. I did not know that.
I am going to use another whoop.
Dex and...
Some people are sneaky and other people are sneaky, Rachel. That's basically what arcane is.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, you guys!
Oh,
what's
it was difficulty.
Stealth and what?
8.
I'm sorry. Dex.
Dex and stealth.
Stealth.
Let me see if I got a reroll.
Oh my goodness.
Dale
Charles.
gave me a reroll in
Oh,
December.
you serious?
Yeah, we're destined to fight these guys, so I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You might as well not even burn it at this point.
Yeah.
With
All right.
9 dice, I got a failure. Oh my god.
Difficulty.
It's difficulty
6,
8.
7, 8.
8.
I got 4.
1.
Nice.
Save the girl.
Save the
world.
cheerleader.
Save the
Save the
cheerleader.
world.
Yeah.
Save the world. Yeah.
Stupid Reddit strike. Could have been so much better.
So here's a recommendation. If you're trying to push on to find the girl, Obviously, George, with the burning fire, it's pretty obvious that there's no way you're going to hide. You're projecting light. So
I
that
somehow
makes
managed.
Well, you're good at hiding.
because you're in the same vein as Connor and Duncan McLeod. That's why.
Okay.
They could have dropped a nuke and just step out from the corner and go like, oh, "Did I do that?" So
I also have a merit of innocent.
yeah, there you go.
Possibly been her.
So what you could do, although splitting the party is not a good idea,
Leave
some
me
of
behind.
you who absolutely failed could stay behind to act as a shield wall to stop them from coming in. Abby, who made it, Rachel made it. So if you made it, minus, and here's a recommendation. So, well, let's say, for example, Abby and Joe continue on to the back to try and find the girl and free her, which would make sense because Joe has that sight beyond sight. You could probably try and help too. That would allow the rest of you who were seen to act as a shield wall, and when they got in close, Petra can call sneak attack.
So I got a 3. So which way should I go? Should I go with Joe and?
You could. I mean, you could. Do you think you're going to be good at breaking somebody out or fending these guys off?
Neither.
Yeah, probably neither. But I don't know. I guess you'll stick close to Sly and
Okay.
protect him if
Okay.
needed.
Then that means since you weren't seen, you could have hid behind one of the shelving units or something, and when they get in close, you're using hook swords.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you could attempt to do that as a sneak attack.
Okay.
So me and Petra were the ones that succeeded.
You and Abby
Oh,
succeeded.
Abby. Sorry.
Petra succeeded, but it would be smarter for Petra to stay behind and
Yeah,
sneak
you're
attack
right.
because she even if she gets that
She's
one
part
shot,
of sword team.
yeah, she's a part of
Yeah.
Team Sword. Yeah,
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I am not a sword fighter.
right.
Okay. So.
But you've got larceny,
so-
right?
Do I have larceny? I do.
Okay,
do.
so we've
Larceny
got
/ security is
we've-
kind of where I put
yeah
it.
that the same thing. So then you've got Team Sword and Team Larceny. It sounds like
There you go. All right.
Okay.
Sweet.
literally Team Sword and Team Larceny. I think Sly, do you have a sword?
No.
Okay, well, Team Sword +1.
Is there a He-Man sword on the floor that we could deputize him with?
I mean, you could, but it would be plastic and probably too ridiculous. So
I mean, I have more swords if somebody needs one.
A sword for every occasion.
Yes.
You think I'm joking?
I need to be right back. I'm sorry. I have to pee.
sure.
Jerome, do we have a moment before combat begins?
Combat has not begun just yet.
Okay. Would I be able to cast a spell upon myself?
That will reveal your position and let them know that you guys are here. Even though you failed, but yes, you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't mind, like, kind of drawing attention to myself if it will mean giving everyone else an advantage, especially as I rolled so poorly.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm going to cast Inviting the Stone In.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm going to.
that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to turn my flesh essentially into steel, as if like armor.
Yep.
So that my my stamina will become 5.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
So cast it, let it rip.
Okay. All right, and so sorry, so I've spent it. Now I have to roll my. It's just the number of dice for the path, right?
No, it's going to be intelligence and occult.
Oh snap! Okay, that's way better.
Yeah, that's why I tried to standardize all that for you guys, so it would mirror the 20th anniversary type rules.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah,
much,
'cause
pretty much all magic it uses that unless it states otherwise.
Does it do the thing like in Celerity where it adds dice to my roll if I have the, or no?
No.
No. Okay. And then it's difficulty. It's really low. Difficulty 5. And do if I have a specialty, does that work for me?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. 3 successes.
Woo! Dark Souls. Should
There
have done
you
like
go.
Metal Man.
Yeah. I start dodge rolling over all over the floor.
You're right.
No, there's goop there. Never mind.
Oh.
But yeah, but I'll essentially kind of cast the spell, kind of step up into a spot, and kind of bring the sword across my face like a Templar, and just prepared to meet the horde.
Okay. So you make yourself known. We are now in combat.
I have a speed of 35.
I have a speed of 53.
There we go.
Where's our speed written on our sheets?
Yep.
You do your dexterity plus your speed modifier.
Yeah, no.
Yes, of course.
His is a little different.
You're using
Don't worry about
Davy
him.
math system?
Yeah, no, he's doing Davy math again.
Yeah, I'm doing
And cranking out the good numbers. Okay, so let's. You need to add your dex and your wits and 1d10 roll, and that is what your initiative is going to be.
Are we all rolling?
Everybody has to roll.
Okay.
That way, I know when everybody is acting, just in case.
So we're
14.
rolling initiative. Yes.
Yes.
Would you like Joe and
Ooh.
I to roll as well, or
Yes.
we'll keep? Okay.
But
How do I
obviously,
roll in-
I'll get with Rachel when she gets back on camera. George, what'd you get?
I got to 15.
Why did that say +5? I didn't put +5 in there. Oh, that's you. Duh. It's like, what the hell? It's not mine.
Dale.
10.
I did mine wrong. Okay.
Abby.
I'm sorry. How do I roll initiative again? Just 1d10 plus dex?
Dex
plus
plus wits plus 1d10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
You are fine.
It's been a minute.
Nine.
Rachel, roll
Sorry,
initiative.
guys. Sorry, I had to go deal with something.
You're fine. You were totally fine.
Okay, so initiative.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta find my sheet here. D10 plus dex, right? Okay.
Dex plus wits plus d10.
Okay.
Abby, what'd you get?
14.
Plus
And Brittany, what'd you get?
dex and wits
15.
plus 6.
What'd you get?
17.
17. Thank you.
Wow. 13.
13. All righty. And let's see. Oh, I can get my dice out. Oakley Tokley. What the? That is painfully low.
Oh no.
I know, right? Okay. So we are acting at 17. Obviously, you're withholding your action, Brittany.
Yes.
Okay. Which I should note, those of you who are, the rest of you are preparing to fight, but Abby and Rachel, as you guys are sliding out to the back, trying to get out the back and find Eleanor, the missing girl. Oddly enough, and this is a weird revelation to come across, but despite the fact that Petra has a flaming sword, so there's a radiance of glow in her corner, they absolutely don't see her. It's like complete out of sight, out of mind. Like it. Maybe
Kate is just front and center.
It could have been because Kate is front and center, or whatnot, but like they just do not even see Petra whatsoever. So that was 17, not 16, 15. Appropriate. So George.
Okay. How far away are they?
They're coming up into melee rounds. Thank you for the follow.
Yay!
Oh, holy cow! We're being rated by Folk and Myth. Thank you, guys.
Holy
so
moly.
wow, we got a
Wow,
rate of 41.
Oh,
Now,
nice.
we're just starting a big fight.
And we're
so
just starting a fight. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Hello.
it's gonna be
Nice.
interesting.
Okay, I am going to, knowing that my compatriots are hidden, I'm going to kind of bring my sword into a defensive position and wait to strike until the
Perfect.
monsters reach me.
Oh, so you're going to delay. All right. So you are not charging, you're delaying. So that's 15. 14. We're at Davy. So Abby, you're starting to slide out. Davy.
Stab the first monster I see.
Okay, well, they are approaching at this point, but they have not gotten close enough. So you can step up
Oh,
and
really?
attack.
Oh,
You have the range. You can step up and attack. It doesn't look like anybody from your group is doing so.
ooh, you know what? Let's I have this. I have the movement to. I can move back, right? Like I can move forward and then move back, like move, attack, and then move again, or.
As a second action, sure. Remember, this isn't quite like Street Fighter.
Okay.
Like
All right.
quite like Street Fighter. Like everything is like a one move sort of thing.
Yeah.
If you do another move, it's just another die down. And did you pick up psychokinetic channeling?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you can always add that to your sword.
Yeah. It's coming. Yeah, seeing as how he botched, yeah, he's gonna run forward and stab the first demon he sees.
All right, so you step up. Go ahead and roll your dex and weapon proficiency sword.
Yes.
I'm just imagining the scene from Lord of the Rings on Weathertop, where the Nazgul are closing in.
5, 4, 9, 6, specialty. 7 successes.
Ooh.
Nice.
Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, and the Stragolay, it was step up. Like so. Speaking of which, so everybody's stepping in. The Stragolay, if you don't know from ancient history, they're these hairy creatures of myth with these demonic-looking faces and long horns coming out, from their head. If you look up Calobrian just put it in the chat. If you look up Stragolay, you'll see some people have made visuals of them, so you get a good look of what they're like. But they're in a what would be like a near umbral realm, someplace, and are encountering these things. So, Charles, at this point, you're going for broke. Your whole world has gone from I was a guy in a movie who knew martial arts to finding out the supernatural real, to finding out that there's a whole world of other supernatural stuff. I'm going to kill it with a sword.
Yes.
So you just instinctively lash out like only you can lash out. And my God, that was a terrible roll. Go ahead and roll for damage. Soak of 5.
Damage, soak of 5. Blah, blah, blah. So it would be strength plus sword, right?
Well, what type of attack were you using for your sword attack?
Oh, okay. Let's do a wild strike. No, wait. That requires willpower. Let's do a fierce strike.
Okay.
Let's do a fierce strike. All
And
right.
remember, next time when you act, you're going to need to declare the technique.
Yes.
Okay, so fierce strike.
You also have to shout it out as you do it.
Yeah, you
Yes.
have to name the attack every time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
now I got
Pearl.
to now I got to make up names.
Pearl is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 7, 6. Would my strength specialty apply for damage or no?
No, the specialties never apply for damage, just for striking.
Wow. It was a beautifully executed attack. 1 success.
Oh, so you got a little antsy, probably didn't catch all the footing you quite wanted, but you slashed out at him and you caught him. The most important thing that you came away from that, even though you only did 1 damage, is you can actually hurt them here.
Ooh.
So as your sword goes, and you kind of clip them like right on the arm, it hisses real fast, and if nothing else, it was a moral victory.
Yep.
Okay, so that was 14. So now we are down to 13s.
Me.
So Rachel, Joe, you were slipping out with Abby.
Pretty much. Yep.
Give me. It's not even going to matter. They're focused on.
Yeah.
They're focused on them. So you guys. So what you do, Abby, Charlotte and Joe. You both step through the semi busted up back door that it looked like it said it looked like it's all scratched up, but at one point in time said employees only. And as you enter into this back room, at one point in time there probably was additional stock back here, remains of cardboard boxes and stuffing, the styrofoam popcorn, as well as just disgusting mess all over the floor. In the back, near where the employee restrooms were, you end up seeing a little girl tied to a device that's very similar to what you saw before. She's not in nearly as poor health as the boy that you just found. Her outfit, however, it looks like she at one point in time here recently had some sort of Barbie style dress, but it is also very tattered and torn up and whatnot. Now that you've seen both children, it looks like they would throw these gaudy children, poorly designed outfits on them and torture them. She
Like
has some
dress 'em up
signs.
like dolls.
She kind of like, but in a very rough way. But right now but they never undressed them. They just would keep throwing the outfits on, and as they get beat up or tore up, it just eventually fall apart off in pieces. Underneath the Barbie style dress is a little bit more complete Raggedy Ann sort of outfit. That one isn't nearly as beat up. It's a little bit more complete, but it also is kind of dirty and still a little tattered. But this is Eleanor. So that was 13. So when you guys are on your next round, you'll be able to rush across and try and get her out. So that was 13. We don't have any 12s.
Is she conscious?
Looks like she's regaining conscious at this point. Remember, this is all kind of happening in between some ticks. But she doesn't appear to have been unconscious. Maybe she was just passed out because of fatigue or something. So it is their action. They are stepping up. We have some delayed actions, however. They have stepped up and they are attacking. They are obviously not dodging. So Brittany and everybody but Charles. So Petrick, Cassandra, and Cade, you will have a free attack that they are not going to dodge. So go ahead and let it rip. They are attacking Charles and Cade only. There's the only two that they see currently.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to give a swipe with my sword. Okay. So that's Dex and melee, yes?
Dex and melee. They are
Is it
attacking with their
Eleanor?
hands, so they got claws and horns.
How do
Okay.
you spell Eleanor? I can't find it in my notes.
Eleanor.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm posting in the Facebook chat the full name.
Oh God, I'm rolling so poorly. 2 successes.
Okay. Well, all you really need is 1, considering they're not dodging you delayed. So they're swinging on you, which if you, well, you're attacking at the same time, so you can't dodge. So you hit.
So my.
Do you have any, Cade, did you get any armor?
I have my metal armor.
Okay.
Or no, what's it called?
We haven't gone shopping for the
Okay.
other armor yet.
I turn my skin into metal.
Right. Okay, but that just gives you, that's not armor, that just gives you, what, a stamina 5 then?
Yes.
Okay. So that's not armor per se, it just gives you a higher soak, which is not bad.
Okay.
So they're hitting you. You go ahead and roll your damage, Cade. Cassandra, go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh, actually,
You will need to unmute yourself.
Okay. And my
Cassandra,
activated
you are
sword,
muted.
it's just. And Jerome, my activated sword does 1 extra damage. Yes, or 1 extra die of damage.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So that is.
I
2
spent a willpower, so I rolled a failure, but with the willpower, it's not a failure.
Correct.
So 1 success. And I have a question because she's ambidextrous, and so she is wielding 2 swords.
Mm-hmm.
So is it just?
It means you don't have
roll?
It means you don't have an offhanded penalty, but you will still be 1 more die down for second attack.
Okay.
So-
So I
so
always
the
get a second attack when I have both.
You can take it if you would like, but ambidexterity keeps you from having an offhanded penalty. So
Okay,
basically,
yeah,
no matter
I-
what hand you use it in, is like your primary hand.
Yeah, because I would like to take a second attack.
Go ahead and roll. Well, actually, hold on to that. Let's
Oh, sure. Yeah.
let's wait to get everybody else out of the way. So, Cade, roll your damage. Petra, roll.
I got
You want me to
1
roll?
success.
You
Do
only
I
got
roll-
1
do
success.
I-
Hang on a second. You only got 1 success, Cade?
I rolled 10 dice and I got 2 1s in there. So,
Would
Doggone it.
would your 10 would explode, right?
Not for
Does it-
damage.
Not for damage.
Oh, not for damage.
Okay, so you only did 1. So they were actually able to absorb that. They are supernatural creatures, and they can potentially soak that aggravated. You took 2 lethal, so go ahead and roll your stamina out of 5.
Okay.
See if you absorb that.
And we have the potions, right?
It is assuming have assumed you drank that before this already began.
Yeah.
And if I'm rolling stamina to soak, do I get specialties?
No.
No? Okay. So, 2 successes.
Okay, so the best their claws do is tear up your clothing.
Okay.
So very wise, you absorb that. Petra,
Is my difficulty 6 or less?
why would it be less?
Sneak attack?
Nope, it's always going to be 6.
Okay.
You just need 1 success.
2.
Okay, so you hit roll damage.
Ooh.
Ooh, goodness. I've got a feeling this is going to be bad.
Making sure what all I add to it.
And Charlotte, you got a reroll from Brittany?
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh,
Five.
my
Nice.
goodness gracious.
Ooh, well.
And it's ag.
And it's ag, yes. So in a moment, in a blur, almost samurai like, Petra steps out from behind the shelving unit and you just see this cleaving blade of fire fly skillfully right over the top of the shelving unit and cleave the head of one of the astragalae before it even knew that it was just whack, and then it just
Nice.
tumbles to the ground, and you see it turn into almost like this sizzling pool of acid as it just starts eating away at the ground.
Ooh.
Ooh.
They're xenomorphs. Watch out.
Mm.
Ooh.
Thank you, Sly.
Mm.
Now, Cassandra, you wanted your offhand action. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, so I got one success on the first one. So do I roll my damage?
Then yes, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so it's strength plus 3 lethal. And what's my strength? 2.
Okay, so you jumped up, but you didn't quite have the angle that you had hoped. And you said you did 2 damage? Where did you roll?
No,
No, she hasn't rolled
no,
yet.
Okay.
I haven't rolled yet. My strength is 2. So it's strength plus 3 lethal. So do I
Okay.
I just roll my strength
5
and then
dice.
add
Roll 5 dice.
do I
Yeah.
just roll dice? Okay, 5. I always forget because we don't do a whole lot of one.
Combat.
Okay. Yeah. So you step up and swing. You didn't quite have the angle that you had hoped, and the your hook sword ends up, most of the impact connects with the book or the shelving unit you were next to. So clang, it connected with them,
Okay.
but it didn't really do much damage. Go ahead and roll for your offhand. You're down 1
Okay.
die. So Dex
Right.
plus Dex plus melee.
So that'd be 4 this time. One success again.
Okay. He saw that one coming. He didn't have surprise at that point. So let's see if he can try to sidestep that. And he does.
Okay.
So he takes a stutter step, and you end up connecting, and your sword comes back and rips the head off of Teddy Rubskin, and like stuffing, and the machine parts of it just go flying.
That would make her
And
very happy.
you hear kind of this terrifying sound of like, I'm Teddy Ruxpin, as it goes flying away.
Oh.
She'd
Ooh.
say, at least I killed one evil thing.
All right. So Sly
Kids love those things.
Sly was not able to hide, correct? So they or no, actually you did, yes?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So then Cade and Charles, they are attacking you. You've already got one that struck. One is dead. Oh, and they know that Cassandra's there now too. So one on you, one on you. Okay, yeah. So that we got one more attack apiece. Okay, so Charles, if you're going to attempt to dodge or block,
Mhm.
You were down 1 die.
All right, let's go ahead and dodge.
Okay.
Dodge.
Dex and athletics.
Dex athletics. That -1 is 8, 6. Would the specialty apply?
Yes.
All right. 3 successes.
Ooh, not bad. Okay, so at that point, you're trying to forget the fact that you're dealing with creatures that are attacking you with claws, and you're just trying to recenter yourself, knowing that, okay, well, I know martial arts, I know how to move, and so you just instinctively move, like shuffle off to the right, with a slide of your feet, and it whiffs, striking, more of the destroyed, some destroyed toys and pieces of the G.I. Joe Havoc go flying off to the, off to the one side.
Nice.
Cassandra, it now attacks you. You are down now 2 dice if you're going to attempt to dodge or block.
Okay, so it says if I use my swords to block, it says +3 to dice pool for disarm attempts, but
That's
they
not a
don't really
disarm
have
attempt.
anything to disarm. Right. Okay.
What it's saying for the hook sword is if you're dealing with somebody else with a weapon, that's a specialty of the hook sword. Because it has that
Okay.
hook, you can lash out there and attempt to yank their weapon away, whether it's a a rifle or nunchucks or whatever.
So I can dodge, but I'm down 2 dice, right?
You could attempt to dodge or block.
I'm going to attempt to dodge.
Okay, so Dex and Athletics down 2 dice.
Gosh, and I'm out of, I can't spend any more willpower or I'll be out.
That would be especially bad right now.
Okay. Okay. Dice roller, be nice to me. One
die. So it hits. It strikes you for. And you have. You are treated as a regular human, so you cannot soak this. Even though it's lethal, not aggravated. Alrighty, so you are hit for 2 lethal. Not terrible. You should have, because that potion you drank, you should have no wound penalties currently.
Okay.
So it lashes out at you and takes a good chunk of your outfit and flesh off your left shoulder with a stinging pain from the claws, and then
that's going to piss her off.
But a lot less pain than it would have been.
Yes, and then so that was 4, yeah, because 1 already attacked. No, that was 3, 2, 3. So 1 more is attacking George because it didn't know the others were there. George, you can attempt to dodge or block. You are down a die.
Okay, I will attempt to Dark Souls my way away from this person.
Okay.
Okay, Dex and Athletics -1, so that is that. Difficulty 6. I already used Dark Souls before, so I'll say Elden Ring. 5 successes.
Nice.
All right, so at that point, you kind of do like a little bit of a roll as you step back, and it slashes and ends up like connecting with an old wooden rocking horse or something. It just splinters off parts of the wood, centering it all over the ground. They are at this point, now that you guys are up close to them, you can see that whatever that goop was, that Cassandra ended up analyzing and scrying over, it actually comes from their mouth.
Is it anything like, can I see it, like, is it like smoking or bubbling, kind of like the one that's
no
dead?
It's just no it's like a thicker congealed saliva.
Okay, but
Yeah,
it's not acidic. Okay.
No, yeah, it's not it's thankfully not acidic, and you would have already known that because Cassandra had touched it.
Okay.
Right.
I imagine she probably did that thing where she like
Sly in the
tasted a
rear
little
with the
bit.
gear. What are you doing?
All right.
There are 4 currently left.
Right. So since he has a bunch of fighters with him, he's going to be like, "Come on, Coven, slay those monsters!" And he's going to use Exalt.
Okay.
Try to empower everybody. Let me bring that up here. Shoot.
Plus 15 to damage.
I-
Let's go.
I sincerely think this is the first time I've ever had in any World of Darkness game a bard.
A demon bard.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Tiefling.
It was really great that the bard and the warlock are really hitting it off.
Yeah. Good analogy.
Right.
Right.
Ooh, 5 successes. So since his faith is 4, that means he can do that for 4 people. So that's going to be the 3 sword wielders, and he's going to have cast benefit from the 4th one. So on your next rolls, the 4 of you, you're going to get an extra 5 dice.
Wow. So I wasn't that far off. Wow.
That's
Davy
what kind of,
math for the win.
is that just
to
to
hit or
do?
to damage?
No.
That's for the next roll that you guys use.
Right. So whether it be a dodge, whether it be like absorbing of damage, or
Ooh.
or attacking, which you guys have the initiative on these guys. So it's about, you guys are about to rain some pain. All right, so suddenly, in a moment, Sly, the words that emanate from his mouth, like, for lack of a better term, he really does seem to be the leader of the group and very encouraging. And you guys feel that swelling. You're like, you saw that Charles, his sword, which isn't magic, actually lashed out and hit him. You see Cassandra, connect. You're like, we can actually hurt these guys. They're not like poofing into mist or doing any sort of weird acrobat. Like, we can do this. And so going into the next round, like, your power up bar is just going, and you're ready for your alpha strikes at this, for lack of a better term.
Go.
All right, so starting from the top is Brittany.
Oh, I just remembered that I didn't buff myself with my quickening.
No, you did not. Oh,
Go,
darn,
Brittany.
right?
Go, Brittany.
Mhm.
Go, Brittany.
Maybe I'll save it for next round because I think I might have enough right now.
Okay.
That no one ever.
Yeah, unless you wanted to try and take extra actions.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
You did chop one's head off.
Yeah, so I guess I'll do speed of stag,
Okay.
and I think I just then get the number of. Wait, do you want me to look it up in the book, or do you remember?
I do not remember offhand.
Okay. Sorry, hold on. I think I don't have to roll anything, but I think the number of. Okay. Each success grants. Oh, I guess I do roll my quickening. Okay.
Mhm.
Each success gives me a number of actions. Okay.
Yes. And they just ultimately act like celerity.
Right.
Nice.
So that is at a difficulty 8, it looks like.
Oh, well, immaterial then. I gotta fail. Okay. Never mind. Oh, okay. So regular attack.
Oh no, that would be for if you're using it for an animal. What did you end up rolling? Okay, so you got an 8. So you have one extra action.
But I also got a fail.
Oh, there. Yep, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Right.
So
Okay. So
go ahead.
Dex and melee.
And based on that look, Sly, no, I'm not adding her thing to her quickening. No.
Okay.
She suddenly can't go from a 3 quickening to an 8 quickening for
Okay.
purposes of rolling.
Oh, yeah, that would have been interesting.
Any other immortal finding that out would be like, oh, let her spike, and then we get more quickening.
Okay, so
Oh,
5 successes to hit.
even
Nice.
with the ones.
Nice. Woohoo.
He barely has enough to even try and match this. So let's see. There's even one unsuccess. It's not going to help. No, never mind. Go ahead and roll damage. I don't even have to add that up.
Okay. I need to make a cheat sheet.
For the person who's always running away from things, Petra is our strongest member.
She's a little badass.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wow.
I still love that cartoon that you.
Oh.
2 successes.
Time.
But they're ag.
But yep, so you basically step up over, you try to activate your quickening, but it didn't quite work. So you stepped up like on top of to basically engage him in the middle. So you step on top of the of that the toy shelving unit, and bring your sword like right back down the back and backside of one of the Stragolay, and you smell nothing but burning and hair, just bringing it down as it roars in pain. Clearly aware that you're there now. So that was your action. I dropped a die. Doggone it. Hold on a second.
If that's your good murder die, leave it on the floor.
No, I don't like losing dice, so I don't care if they're good, bad, or indifferent. Okay, so that was 17. So that brings us down to 15. George,
Okay.
you've got the one that's in front, the one that was squaring off with you that connected but didn't do anything.
Okay. I'm going to roll back to my feet, rush up, and I'm going to try to stab it in the armpit with my sword.
Ooh,
And so I get
specific.
Yeah, I want to draw this.
Okay.
And I get a +5 to my dice roll.
Yes, you do.
Okay. So,
It's a specific attack, so it's a difficulty 7.
okay. But I still get my specialties.
You still get your specialties, and you get your 5 extra dice.
Okay. 7 successes.
And he titled it Rob Roy. I don't have enough dice to try and do that, so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Okay, so
Ouch. Good job.
well, hold on. Let's see how the damage dice rolls out.
Well, right. I mean, I know.
Yeah. Okay, so strength, so 4, so 10, difficulty 6. Now listen, digital dice. We have new people watching us. We need to look good for the show.
You tell them.
3 successes.
But look at what they all were.
3 7s. Oh,
Yes.
Jackpot.
yeah.
So-
if
so-
this was Final
suddenly
Fantasy VII, I win.
as he attacks and stabs him in the armpit, Striper slides across the stage. To hell with the devil. Well, you successfully take your sword and bam, right into his armpit, flame coming everywhere, screaming in pain as you lash out at it. And then that brings us back to our backstage heroines. So you both come rushing up to the girl. She looks terrified. She isn't really able to speak because she's just traumatized by everything that's going on. But there are 2 of you, which if you're going to larceny it up, somebody can take the feet, somebody can take the arms.
Firstly, I say her name. Ellie, we're here to help you get out of here. And then I'll take the feet.
Okay. So if you want to try and speed this
I
up because of concerns, you'll be able to
Just
take
carry her. I have potence.
No, yeah, but she's what, did you
Chained
want to take her
You
out
have
with
to
the
unchain her first.
Oh.
I mean,
okay,
unless
sorry.
you just want to
No,
bulldoze
I'm
your
not gonna
way
rip her
through, you
arms out.
certainly can.
Sorry.
You have larceny?
Yes, I do.
Security? Okay. So what I was going to explain is if you want to take, because you're in a hurry, if you want to take a second action, obviously you'll be down 1 die.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
but you can try and obviously work on one real quick, get it done, and move on to the second one. So
No, I'll do that. So larceny and
Charlotte is
intelligence?
taking the legs. That leaves Joe with the arms. It is dexterity and larceny. Since you were doing it quick, it'll be a difficulty 7.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn a will for an auto.
Go ahead. Let them rip.
Difficulty. I'm sorry.
Difficulty 7.
Woo! 2 successes.
2 with the auto.
Okay. So you guys managed to get the first, like, it just burning the midnight oil and remembering everything that you could remember about unlocking primitive looking device, the primitive shackles or whatever, and pop, pop. You guys get the one side done. You're down one die. Go ahead and roll again.
All right. So I'm rolling 3 instead of 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Still same difficulty.
Oh, yay! Still did it. Whew.
So I'm gonna burn another will.
Okay.
I have 10. I'm good.
Dang.
2 with the auto.
There you go. Okay. So you quickly run over to the other side, and then pop, pop. It wasn't completely clean, like it ripped at her clothing, but you got, hastily popped those locks, and you through teamwork you got her out of there. Joe, what is your strength plus potence?
Strength plus potence would be 3. Do you want me to roll it, or
You will need to roll it. Yes.
I have a potence 1 and strength 2, so.
Okay. Yeah, you will need to roll it.
Okay. So what am I rolling? Just 3?
Just strength and potence. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless you want to burn for blood and make that potence automatic.
I will.
Okay, then just roll 2 dice and you're up 1 already.
2.
Okay, so aside from the fact that she's been here like over a day, she eats healthy. But it doesn't matter to you a whole lot. You've got her up over your shoulder. Now it's a matter of trying to get out. There is a back door to this place, obviously, where they would bring in deliveries and whatnot. It will require somebody to try and plow through it. Or you may try and pop the lock on your next turn.
Okay.
But it does appear to be purposely secured more, so it may be more difficult, just letting you know.
Okay.
So if you want to try and blast at it or whatever, you'll have options next round. Okay, so, yeah, I would actually, with your die pool, I wouldn't advise taking another action. So that was
Where's the
4.
boy?
So that was 14. The boy is actually still in the other room next to Sly,
Oh, okay.
in the midst of the fight. So that was 14. So we are at 13.
I mean, that was me. But
yeah, so Rachel
I'm
and
grabbing
Abby.
the girl and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah.
Davey, you're at 14.
Let's stay up again. Power upper.
Sure you can.
You're in the
So
wrong
we
game.
want Dex plus technique.
Plus 5.
Plus 5. And
Charles
my
should be from
technique.
Samurai Showdown.
Oh, I know. Yeah, with the sword and whatnot, like
Yeah.
Harumaru.
Yeah.
Where is my... Okay. So 14. Okay. Nine successes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Roll your damage.
What was their stamina again?
Stamina 5.
Stamina of 5.
Do you think you got him?
I think you got him.
So,
And the fly dangling off his one eyebrow hair.
Right.
And his little dog too.
Alright, power upper, so 12. 7. Alright. Two successes. Another beautifully executed maneuver. Bing.
And now we just got to get you to up your damage some. When you get that
Yeah.
psychokinetic channeling, it's all over.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at that point, you end up connecting with him because you already did some damage to him before.
Mhm.
Whack! So he, you end up cutting him across his chest at this point. He hisses and he kind of buckles backward. Let's see, that was 14. So we got that round. So that leaves us to their actions. The one that's on Pet, so we have one on Cade, one on actually nobody went down just yet. Everybody still has oh, that's right. Yeah, and Shelly is at the end of the round after that. All right, so their actions, we still have the other 4 left. They're all going to attack. The one that is on Charles is trying to slash and then run. So you're obviously down to die, Charles, as he is attacking you. If you're attempting to dodge or block,
All right, let's go ahead and dodge.
so Dex and Athletics,
8. Okay.
-1 die.
One success.
Okay, that was a hit. You got gashed up across your
Nice.
chest as he's attempting to run away. Your stamina is.
Ooh,
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Plus,
Your stamina, you're gonna have to roll, and then plus whatever bonuses obviously you get.
okay. So stamina. So should it be 2 separate rolls or just 1 combined roll?
It'd be 1 combined roll.
All right. So 4 and let's read the notes. 4 and 4. All right.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Specialties don't count, right?
Negative.
Negative. Okay. Wow, 5 successes.
So he caught you clean, but all you felt was impact. There was no. The best he did was tear up your outfit.
Nice.
Did nothing. Cassandra lashing out at you. Whoosh. You are obviously up all dice. You can attempt to dodge or block.
I want to block.
Okay. So if you're blocking, then it's going to be Dex and melee.
Yeah.
+5.
Yeah,
Oh,
15
right.
more dice.
Since you haven't actually attacked, your bonus to your action would be for this one, so it'd be +5 because of Sly's encouraging words.
Yeah, which sucks because I would like to have used it on the attack. Okay. So it would be 10. Difficulty is
It's always 6.
okay. 6 successes.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Nice.
So you lift up the kind of hook bill that's on the hilt of the sword as he comes down and clashes. Like he actually causes some sparks to come off with his claws. Ping! Hell no, we won't go. Blocks that noise. Cade, your guy slashes at you. You can attempt to dodge or block if you like. You're down 1 die for your already attacking.
Yep, already got it queued up. Here we go. Bloodborne. 8 successes.
Oh, I don't have enough dice for that. Okay, so good Lord, 3 10s on top of that.
That's great.
Okay, so he slashes and you are just not there. For a moment, you felt like you had celerity. Just and his claw goes scooping by, and there is nothing left of that rocking horse at this point. Just more splinters and wood just going everywhere.
He's not a fan of that rocking.
No, he is not a fan of that rocking chair. The other guy on Petra, slashing out with his claws because he got cut.
I'm gonna try and block.
Block with your sword? Ow.
Yep.
Okay.
Out to me or him?
Him, he's hairy.
Okay. Difficulty 6, you said?
Yes. Well, whatever difficulty your sword is, which I think is 6.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 4.
Okay. Roll damage. This is how you do Makawara with a sword.
Would you say Makawara?
Yeah. It's a
Oh.
technique in Street Fighter.
Oh.
Oh, failure.
Wow.
Oh.
Stephen, he failure.
I
Okay,
heard
well,
that is Macarena.
you at least knocked his attack out of the way. Sending his hand. He was trying to claw you, but you followed through. It obviously didn't do any damage to him. But it ends up raking down the side of the shelving you had right there, and pieces of it go flying as it turns around and runs, following the guy who's running away from Charles at this point.
Oh no.
So that leaves so back at the top of the round. Oh no, Cassandra. You are, or no, actually not Cassandra, it's Sly. Sly's at 10.
Okay, so at this point, one of them or two of them are running away.
Two of them are fleeing. Two are still in the area. One on Cassandra, one on Kate.
Okay, the one going after Cassandra, he's gonna look at him and go, and snap his fingers, and he's going to use, let's see, Lure of the Flame .2 Ignite on him.
Oh my.
Oh, we all know how the flame path works.
Let me grab that again. Where's it at?
Yoga fire.
Maris
Yoga.
lives still.
Yoga flame.
And there's not a room full of people scared of fire for it to happen.
For what?
He's going to spend a temporary faith point for an automatic success on one of this. So he'll do that, and now he'll roll. So that's going to be a total of 3 successes, which means, let's see here. If its resistance is of 2 or less, that would set him on fire. And a 2 would be like, let's see, dry flammable objects like wood or paper might have a resistance of 2.
So wet hair would definitely have a resistance of 2.
Okay. All right. So then that sets him ablaze. So he's now on fire.
Ow! So does it say how much damage?
Let's see. Fires ignited in this fashion
All
are
the
no more
damage.
intense than natural flames, and they inflict damage accordingly. It doesn't really say like the amount. It just explains that gets on fire or not.
Okay, so
He's protecting the voodoo.
okay, so at this point he starts lighting up and roaring in flame, or roaring in pain, as the hair on his body is beginning to act as an accelerant, and it is smelling. You thought it smelled bad before, like wow, wet hair burning. Oof, it's god awful. As he turns and starts running, so
Can I attack them before he gets too far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was positioned at the rear, so I would
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I would step in the way. I'm also at the top of the round, so however that fits in.
2 successes.
Okay, so 2 successes. He is burning and attempting to run. Not today. So she reaches out and slashes him with that hook sword. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Well, it should be 2. Well, it says the ones don't count against damage, right?
No, they do.
Oh, okay. Well, then 1.
Yeah, 1 damage. Whoosh. So she slashes and kind of gashes him a little bit across his back as he's going up in flames. He's still attempting to run.
Him with the neck? Can I get him with another?
You're down 1 die, but you sure can.
Yeah, it's fine. Three.
Okay, he is still attempting to flee. That is not enough. Go ahead and roll damage. 2 successes. So at that point, she ends up striking. She pulls her hook sword and rakes it across his back again at that point. And as it connects and he's on flame, you see he immediately pulls down into a pool that whatever burning acidic compound that he comes into, and the tip of your sword actually just starts withering away.
Good.
So top of the round, Petra, you can take an action against the guy who is fighting against you, or you can attempt to burn your quickening and attempt to strike more. It's entirely up to you.
I'll do the speed of stag again.
Okay.
Okay, I won't do that.
Yep. So, nada. That's okay. Go ahead and roll your one attack. Thankfully, there's no botching rules with the quickening like that.
Yeah. Six to hit.
Neither of them. So the guy you were fighting does not have enough dice to attempt to get out of the way or dodge that. Roll damage.
Dose.
All the ones, man.
At least I'm still getting through a little bit.
Yeah, but it's also ag.
Little by little.
So at that point, you connect with him. He's smoldering at this point. He's not quite dead, but he's like hastily limping away. In severe pain. So that was your
17.
action, unless you'd like to take another one and go down a die.
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
2 to hit.
Oh, he may have a chance to get away with that. No, not with that roll. Ooh.
All right.
Ones affect him too. Go ahead and roll damage.
3.
Oh, yeah. At that, so give me roll 3d10.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So you pull out your sword, connect with him, and burning magnificent. That guy goes down. Immediately turns to the pool of acid, and sort of smoldering with flame because you caught him up with that. About a third of your sword went with it.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. I feel this acutely.
What's that? Oh yeah. So we are now at George.
Yes, I'm going to, because the guy who's fighting me is still here.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to.
I mean, he's going to be running this action. His buddies have all fled.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm
Or
going
died.
to. I'm going to attempt to reconnect him with the fellows that have turned into puddles.
Okay.
You're doing him a service, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
You identify as acid puddle.
That
Oh,
is 6 successes.
owie. Okay. That's probably going to be a hit. Yeah, that's going to be a hit. Oof. Okay. Roll damage.
Okay. And here we go. Please be good. Ugh, 1 success.
Okay. Well, so you hit. Slash and you burn him up. He is not down, but he is obviously going to be trying to turn and run away. You can take a second action if you want for one more die less.
I would like to. Yes.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay. All right. I would like to, if possible, I would like to try to behead him. Kind of like how I saw Petra hit him the first time, because I am hoping that if I cut off his head, I can avoid my sword being destroyed by the acid.
Sure, go ahead. It's a called shot, so it's going to be a difficulty of 8.
Okay.
For the difficulty itself, I should say. 1 success. He has a chance of getting out of the way of that.
2 successes.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. So, whoa. I got a lot of 5s. Oh. So you connect, but you're not able to decapitate. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 2 successes.
He was ambling just enough to keep it from decapitating him.
Okay.
That strike hits, but it's not enough to kill him as he's turning and trying to flee. Obviously, on his action.
Okay.
So that was your action, ladies in the back. You can hear the fighting is very hot and heavy out back or in the front. You can attempt to try and pick the lock, but obviously there's still things to clear. If you both want to try and bulldoze into it and do like a combined strength action to bust through, that would probably be faster if you can pull it off.
Can I mean, again, I have potence, so can I try to, like, while I have her kind of fireman over my shoulder or whatever, try to kick it in or kick it out?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay.
You guys, you might both want to try to kick it.
I mean, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick it and
Okay.
look at her and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna kick this whether you're gonna help me or not. But maybe we should tell them that we got her."
I don't want to leave you alone, though.
No. I mean,
remember, this is still technically a combat round. You guys don't have a time to really fully talk about it.
No, I know. And said,
but if
I'll
you're going to
just
kick it, you're going to roll. You're going to roll strength and brawl.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, but what I'm just gonna do instead. I'm just gonna yell as loud as I can. Essentially, we got her. We got Eleanor.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay.
And
I will
then kick it.
I guess help her.
So
kick or push or something.
Strength and both of you. I need strength and brawl.
Strength and brawl.
Difficulty
6.
And then my potence, right?
No, you're actually you're doing strength check. Yes.
Strength.
You guys are about to go parappa the rappa on the store.
I'm gonna burn a will for an auto.
It's all in the mind.
Okay. Yep. Kick, punch. It's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find that the things I'll teach you are sure to beat you. Nevertheless, you'll get
3 with the auto.
And I gotta fail.
Do you have a
I'm on
reroll, Abby?
adrenaline.
Yeah, I'll reroll.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
my 3, your 2.
So you both kick at it as hard as you can. Junk goes flying as you guys bust the door. Door doesn't come completely open. But you do see like how like the thicker doors, like when it caves and it buckles. It doesn't swing all the way. So you kick it hard. It buckles. And then you both throw your bodies into it. At that point, the door comes flying open. It's like marshy land out here, and you guys you both almost fall in back here. And as you break through the door and get out the back.
Okay.
I take it you guys are running for the
house or
the lake.
Yeah, or the lake, wherever.
Or the body of water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm just gonna yell, "Let's go!"
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so that was their action. Now you guys have a choice. Since you heard them yell that, you can break off, grab the boy, and run, or you can attempt to keep fighting.
How many are left?
Yeah.
There are 2 at this point that are running. No, wait, 3.
I would like to roll just one more time to see if I get any sort of damage on these creatures.
Okay,
Can I still fight with a broken sword?
you can, but it will have less damage.
Okay.
Don't you have more swords?
I do, but yeah, how much less damage?
About half at this point. So what's it normally do?
Strength +5.
So you're looking at like strength +2.
It's about the same as my other sword. Okay. Also, is it still on fire at this point?
Yeah, it's still on fire. That doesn't affect it.
Okay. Okay. Even though it's half the reach. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll continue fighting with this because it's already on fire.
Okay.
So, yeah,
so we're at
yeah.
Charles at this point.
Yep. Let's go after one of them. What do we want to
These things do not.
do? Here we go. Fierce strike.
Okay.
They don't deserve to continue living. So
There you go.
Said Dex. Okay, 9.
So to hit, Dex and melee, or Dex and weapon proficiency for you.
Yeah. 3 successes.
Oof. Okay. Bam. Oh, it actually gets out of the way of that.
Wow. All right. Wow.
I think that Cassandra would yell back at the girls to go on. They will catch up because Cassandra won't leave these living. She doesn't want them to come back and, retaliate or take the children or other children.
Okay.
So
Well, I mean, they're.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at though is they're running. So if you think you guys can keep up and you want to pursue, you can. Otherwise, you may want to flee. So that was Charles. So Davey, you were at 14. So now we're at 13. Rachel was in the back with you, broke out, and you guys are booking it towards the water. So then that brings us to them. Yeah. So they're hightailing it. So obviously they're not fighting back. They're running. They're booking it off into the darkness. That brings us down to Dale.
So all of the straggler that are left seem to be running away back out the front door.
Oh yeah, they're bolting.
All right. So he's going to be like, "We're done here. Let's go out the back. Come on." He's gonna.
Are you sure?
He's not even gonna respond to that, and he's gonna pick up the boy and start trying to follow the other 2 ladies who went out the.
Roll your strength.
I'm going to shout, we must get the children to safety first.
Yeah, she'll look a little frustrated as she kind of looks back at the retreating enemy. But
there'll be more opportunities to chop their heads off.
She'll listen to what Sly says.
Okay, so Sly, you throw him up over your shoulder and you start breaking out back. Does everybody follow suit then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yes.
You guys quickly run out the back, following. Joe and Charlotte are running like Olympic level athletes at this point. They've had enough, and just Joe, even though she's got another child over her shoulder, her other hand is just knife edging it through the air, just whoa. He's running as fast as she
don't
can.
mess around with this realm.
And as you guys,
once was enough.
And as you guys come up, because you 2 are there first, as you come up to this body of water, you start to see you still see that spirit animal off to the side, but then you end up seeing the water start to move. and then you end up seeing this giant humanoid reptilian thing jump out from basically the not the pool itself, but like the refracting light that was on it. Like it comes up out, comes up out from there, and he's got like this chitinous armor, like natural chitinous armor. It looks very much like a large humanoid dinosaur, almost with almost like a T-Rex style head.
Godzilla.
A humanoid one?
Yes.
Okay.
If you could call a humanoid one that stands about 8 feet. But yeah, it's like
2 arms, 2 legs.
Yeah. Tail coming up, and then jumping up out from behind him is the Shark Man.
Oh,
Okay.
Friend.
Okay.
Oh,
Yay!
So that's what Yang is. Interesting.
So and at that point, so they jump out and they see that they end up seeing you there, and he just the one. Well, obviously the Shark Man, Bill. He's looking like he's ready to tear flesh. Like he wants to murder hobo something. He's just looking around for something just to brutalize. And the reptilian looking humanoid just motions in a guttural voice, "Go!" And he points to the water.
Yeah. Joe, as she's fireman carrying this little girl out, she's just pointing out basically what's following us, essentially.
Yeah.
Char's pointing too.
Oh, go ahead.
She just no, it's fine. Yeah, she just basically she jumps into where they're at and just goes for broke, pretty much.
Okay, so you jump into the water with a splash. You get wet, but then it's like you are. You got initially wet, and this happens to everybody. So when you dive in, you're initially like you are wet, but it's like you are falling through moonlight.
Ooh.
Romantic.
And it is not romantic. It's terrifying because you've never done this before.
Yeah.
Because you are literally falling.
And Joe's been through a lot, guys. Let me tell you, she's been through a lot, and she's never experienced this before.
As they both come up behind you, and as they're going to the moonlight, it's like they're swimming. So they grab a hold of you and they keep going towards the center of what appears to be like a pinprick at one point, which begins to expand as you're getting closer, and it's almost like it's one of the many moonlight sources that were sort of illuminating this. And then you
go for the right one.
And then you end up coming back out through. It's weird. It's like you're swimming through moonlight, and then all of a sudden you come up out the other side of like another body of water.
And completely dry.
No,
we're still wet.
Oh, you're wet. Yes, you're 100% wet.
Okay, I'm gonna check on the girl, make sure she's okay.
She's passed out from everything that's happening. The boy,
still making sure she's alive.
Yeah, the boy at this point is still unconscious. He's got faint vital signs, and I know it's running late. I do apologize, but I'm so glad you guys stayed with us. And you guys come out the other side. You're in the swamp somewhere.
All right, we're safe.
In my country.
I immediately try to heal the 2 children.
And that's where we're going to stop. We'll pick that up next game. What?
Did the little lizard follow us?
No.
Okay. Well, before we jump in the lake, I would like to just tell it thank you.
Okay. So it nods.
That's it.
Yeah.
It clearly understood what it was you were trying to say.
Then I'll stow my sword again.
Okay.
As it is.
All right. So, thank you guys again for another great game. Thank you guys also, those who stuck around and hung out with us through the raid. I know there's still some of you guys here. Thank you again. We need to do RP votes. So we are going to start quick, fast, in a hurry. Starting with George. Who you vote for?
Oh, starting with me. I am going to vote for Petra because she killed 2 of them.
All right. Sly, Dale.
Also Petra for her initial reaction with the little spirit.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Abby.
Petra.
Okay. Brittany.
I'm gonna go with Charles for taking it all in
Aw.
stride
Okay.
and
Rachel.
powering up.
I'm gonna go with George because of the backhanded comment against
Yeah, that was.
Brittany. Can't run away from all your problems.
Okay. Shelly.
Petra.
Okay.
So, I think Petra
Kind
got
of like
the
the
vote.
boss.
Yep. And Davey.
I'm gonna vote for George for puns.
Yes, his puns were on point.
Yes.
I don't know.
Congrats,
Brittany had a good one. Watch me strag.
Brittany.
Watch me lay.
Yes. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
That was a good one that I lost four XP for.
Yes, you did. All right. So, Brittany, then you get the 2 XP award for RP votes. Congrats.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
You are welcome. So our next game is tomorrow night. It is at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's Marvel Superheroes. And we are right in the middle of a fight for the survival of the entire planet. So let's see how that wraps up. It's the continuation. I believe it's part 3 of our season opener for the new season. So let's see if they have what it takes to put the big bad in the dirt. So thank you guys all again for hanging out with us. Of course, catch us again on the replay on YouTube and on Twitch, and we'll catch you again next time. Good night, guys.
No.
Bye.